Tick-tock, time to rock. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who's watching from all over the world. Well, it is a very special Dawah Christmas. These guys all say. These guys. Hey, what is this? God logic here. Hey, Avery, you can jump in, man. I hear this is eventually going to have something to do with you, but or you might want to stay out of this because this is going to get pretty messy. Because Malik here is one of these guys who likes to threaten people, into silence and so on. And so we know how that works. We know how well that works around here. But he's welcome to try. He's been trying. He's welcome to try. Anyway, guys, these Dawah guys say they don't celebrate Christmas, but they do. They do. They can't resist. They couldn't help but give us the most amazing Christmas gift. It's been a really, 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 really bad year for Dawah. And here we are. Every time we think it can't possibly get any worse, oh, they're like, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Because our good friend Malik, greatest Christmas gift of the year, decided to expose what goes on in the Dawah. Dawah After Dark, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Dawah After Dark. We see them in the parks. We see them in the parks because they put the videos of themselves all over the internet. Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm giving out Qurans. Look at me. Look at me. I'm talking to this person who doesn't know anything about Islam and telling her that the Quran's been perfectly preserved and she doesn't know any better. Ha, look, we can deceive people. Yay. They do that during the day at the parks. Then they hit the clubs. Then they pick up some hoes. Their words. I'm not calling them hoes. I'm giving their words. Their words. They pick up some hoes at the club and then go back to the hotel rooms and then they're smashing the hoes. Their words, not mine. They're smashing hoes. They're getting high. They stay high. They're high all day. Smashing hoes. Doing threesomes. Two Dawah guys on one girl and stuff. You got the Warner sitting in the room watching this stuff, doing this stuff. Anyway, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. And Malik didn't like that the Warner. No, Malik didn't like something that the Warner said behind the scenes and so on. Was talking trash about him. I get that. And apart from a few things where Malik crossed some lines. I don't mean cross lines with them. He obviously crossed lines with them. He exposed all their dirt. We knew this stuff was going on behind the scenes. Given the stuff that they say in public on their shows, you're like, if this is what they're saying in their shows, my goodness, if they're talking about, the revert girls take it best and talking about keeping their secret second, third, fourth wives, having hotel wives, it's, all this stuff that they've said, you knew it had to be a lot more behind the scenes. Anyway, Malik got ticked off at what the Warner said about him behind the scenes and decided to expose the Warner. And then as he's exposing the Warner, he exposes a bunch of other guys. And it is pretty awesome and glorious to be hearing about how dysfunctional we already knew these guys were, but now we have the confirmation from the ultimate whistleblower, Malik, the greatest whistleblower in Dawah history. He's the one who exposed them. Everyone be sure to thank Malik for destroying these guys' reputation. And they deserve it. And that's the weird part. Is like they deserved it based on all the evil stuff they're doing, but he did it just because they talk some trash about him. And so you can't talk trash about me. I'll expose all this stuff. Interesting, fun thing. So anyway, got Jai and DOC here. Jai and DOC are the ones who shared the clip the other day when we were live. And we saw like a 2.5 minute clip. But back then, wait, how'd that work? You guys had the clip, but you didn't have the full one? I don't know, because we had that clip and then you found the full video. How'd that work?
Yeah, so what's up, everybody?
Hey.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Yeah,
Thank you, Malik.
Dawah boys, man, they really come in handy. They actually like to celebrate Christmas, believe it or not. And this is the proof. So yeah, that's what happened. We got, so they call it shipping and clipping, right?
People,
Or
people,
clipping and shipping.
people clip and ship stuff to us.
They clip and ship stuff to us. So we checked it out and we're like, okay, we could do something with that. And basically how TikTok works is you live stream on there, but it's not archived, right? Like it's not archived like a YouTube live stream. So unless somebody's there recording it or they have access to the account that it's being recorded on, that live stream is like gone in history. So
we have undercover warrior brothers and sisters who are recording the stuff 24/7.
yes,
and they hit gold.
They hit gold.
Thank you, Malik.
Yeah, actually, no, actually, this time though, it was a Muslim channel that uploaded the whole thing. A Muslim channel uploaded the whole thing, and we just had clips from our Christian brothers and sisters who sent them out. And yeah, Malik, he definitely took out the whole Dawah house of cards in one swoop, one live stream. He took it all out.
But those Dawah guys are so silly. If someone knows all your dirt, you should keep them sweet. Don't go ticking them off.
Yeah,
especially if they're unstable like this dude seems to be.
that's the serious dumb part. And like their solution, because apparently they all know what all the other Dawa guys are doing because they're all smashing the hose and getting high and stuff like that. They're all doing this. And he calls out a bunch of people by name. And there's clearly other people that he knows stuff about and he doesn't want to cross them. And so he he lets them slide. But we get the message. We get the message loud and clear, Malik. Wink. So yeah, but apparently the way these guys keep themselves from being exposed is they all keep a record of dirt on each other. They're recording each other's calls and stuff like that. They're keeping, and so the situation is like when Muhammad Hijab got exposed and that sheikh actually got called as a witness and he had to confirm some stuff. Hijab went out and destroyed the guy's life. And like the guy was hospitalized for like panic attack and stuff from all the stuff that Hijab was like. Hijab's just like ending his career. But this is what they do. Hey, so I'm Muhammad Hijab. I'll do whatever I want. I'll bang I'll turn all the Muslim women into my hotel prostitutes and stuff like that. And you'd better keep your mouth shut about that, even if you think it's horribly wrong. Because guess what? Hijab's got a team of people digging up dirt on everyone so that the moment you cross him, he will destroy you. And so that's how they think they're going to keep everything a secret. And then every once in a while, you'll tick someone off and he'll just be like, you know what? I know you guys are going to come after me, but let's do it. Let's do it. And that's what happened with Malik. And he shared everything.
Yep. So all the stuff that he heard, that wasn't why he came out and like, was a whistleblower and said, hey, I know all this stuff, all this evil stuff's going on behind the scenes. It wasn't anything to do with what they were doing.
Hang on. So it wasn't the smash and hose. His words. It wasn't all the smash and hose that these guys are doing.
Nope.
That didn't cause him to call him out.
Nope.
It wasn't the fact that he says the Warner just stays high all day and does Dawah while high. And then he's just constantly high. It wasn't that caused it.
With him. So this guy's with the Warner while the Warner's high. He's with the Warner while the Warner is taking money for Qurans that are supposed to go into Qurans.
That may not be all he's taking, if you get my drift.
He's taking. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh wait, it's on the screen. Oops, let the cat out of the bag there, David Swan.
And going to clubs with he/she's, the transgender tranny people. Yeah.
Hold up. These guys messing around with trannies. That wasn't enough to call him out. It's only, now you said something about me. Now you said something about me. I'll teach you a lesson.
And you guys aren't gonna believe what Malik was called. He was called, get this, a Jew.
Oh,
that's what it was. That's what it was.
That's where you draw the line.
That's where you draw the line. That's where you draw the ZUTT line.
Wait, you want to take up the butt? Oh, that's okay. What, you call me a Jew? That's it, it's going down. That's it, I'm taking him down.
All right. So these guys wanted to celebrate Christmas with us, but they couldn't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it in the normal way, right? You can't be wishing Merry Christmas and sending presents and stuff, but they really wanted to get involved in Christmas. They had to do it their way, and their way is by destroying the Dawah for us. Awesome stuff. All right, so any more background we need to know before we start checking out the clip?
Well, Warner's got some background stuff that we need to talk about, but we'll probably get into that. Yeah, so I'll just say this, that after the clip circulated, after it did its round on the streams, Muslim Lantern, a couple of the other Dawah guys, they found Malik. They reached out to him, and just maybe we'll just leave it there unless he wants to get
Yeah.
into it now. But there was a consequence to this from Malik. Malik had to face some consequences.
And put the kids to bed, guys.
Yeah, put the kids to
Put
bed.
the children to bed. Don't let them listen to this.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, ladies and gentlemen. Hide your kids, hide your wife, because we're talking about the Dawah. And you know, this always goes in a really messed up direction.
Yep. But I do want to give people some background on this Malik guy. This guy, although he's exposing the Dawah bros like crazy, this guy's a very immoral, evil person himself. Like, he'll dox Christians, he'll go after their wives, he'll go after their kids, go after their sisters, go after their parents. Anything he can find on you, he will bring it to the public, including posting your phone number, your address. And he's done this. And he's had visits from authorities, and that hasn't deterred him. So maybe this will teach him. Today's stream will teach him.
Yeah, I have to say, they've tried this stuff in the past, haven't they? Wasn't there like Muhammad Hijab who tried to silence us, and I'll go after your wives and attack everyone's wives? And how quickly did he back down once we dialed things up? Like,
right away.
Yeah.
we almost didn't hear from him again until some scandals.
He slithered back into his hole like that snake Muhammad talked about.
Yep.
All right, and so Hijab tried that, didn't go very well, and Malik apparently got the idea. Yes, Muhammad Hijab may have buckled under the pressure, not in the ZUTT sense, but Muhammad Hijab may have buckled under the pressure, but I won't. I will continue attacking these guys as they shred Qurans and do Quranagami and draw pictures of Muhammad on the Quran and make a website called pithonthequran.com, because that's what we're willing to do, sport. He's one of these guys who thinks, I'm willing to escalate beyond what they're willing to escalate to. Malik, I know you know me. I know for a fact you know me. I'm assuming you know I'm a diagnosed psychopath who tried to kill my own dad with a hammer, went to prison for that. And that was my dad. I liked him.
Oh, sorry. I
liked him. That's what I did to someone I liked. What do you think I'll do to your book and your prophet? You want to cross some lines here, buddy? Hey, Malik, you're one of these guys who likes to escalate. Hey, dude, put me in the mall between the first floor and the food court, because I'm an escalator. Stick me in the mall. I belong there because I'm an escalator. All right, you're gonna find this out the hard way. And Malik, this is so simple. But you guys have a problem. You are such narcissists and egomaniacs. I make it so that you can't even do the right thing according to Islam. I watched a good portion of the full your full stream, and you're constantly bragging about what a great Muslim you are, comparing yourselves to the other guys. Yeah, no, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing it. I'm halal. I'm 100% halal certified. I'm halal, man. I don't do any of this stuff. But what we're going to find out here is there is a very simple command directly from Allah that tells you what to do in this situation. You are not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. Instead, you're going to do what we want you to do, because we've conditioned you to do that. And so here we are. You're going to find out the hard way. Not in the ZUTT sense, but it's the fun way for us. All right. So hang on. Let's it is Christmas. Let's check out these first couple of super chats real quick, and then we'll jump right into what are we going to cover? We're going to cover, I think Jai put together a 17-minute, because lots of the video is like an hour and a half or something, but it's lots of like long pauses as they're trying to figure out and look things up. So Jai went ahead and condensed it down for us. So we're going to check out all of that, see what's really going on in the Dawah after dark, and especially during Christmas, jingle bells, smashing all the hoes. Anyway, their words, guys, their words.
Yep.
Smashing all the hoes in the hotel room you paid for. These guys take up donations to go on Dawah trips, and that's when they're smashing all the hoes. And all you Dawah fans out there are paying for it. You're paying for these guys to get high and smash hoes. And matter of fact, this comes up. The Warner's even taking money that's given to him for Dawah to buy Qurans, and he's instead going and buying drugs with it. You can't make up how messed up these guys are. This is sick stuff.
And what these guys are doing, imagine, these are the Dawah guys. What they do is they smash hoes, they get high. Apparently, they drink as well. He said he prevents them from drinking and smoking. That's what Malik said that he does. So they're drinking, they're smoking, smashing hoes, all of this stuff, all sorts of sexual deviancies and all that stuff. And then what do? They go to Mecca and they smooch the black stone. They kiss the black stone. And it's all good now. It's all good.
It's clean slate again.
That's Islam, guys.
That's it, guys. And they believe that. They believe, hey, I can smash all the hoes I want all year, do all the mutta I want all year long, get high all I want, drink all I want. I just go and I smooch the black stone and it takes all my sins away. Fun times, guys. Fun times. At least it's all being exposed now. All thanks to our good friend, the ultimate whistleblower, Malik. Malik, you got a long, bright future ahead of you in Dawah. Trust me, bro. Let's take these first couple super chats. Feliz Navidad, gringos. Oh, and AP too. AP's not here. Don't be wishing him Feliz Navidad. Salam alaikum. God bless. We're here for the show. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a show. They use farm equipments and animals for pleasure. Well, I mean, some people do. And hide the dolphins in Pakistan because not going well for the dolphins there. These guys are humping dolphins to death down there. Merry Christmas. I pray everyone's family is well. Thank you. Crazy how much this Muslim and Sam have in common. Some people have noticed the similarities. And I think it's just that Malik obviously watches Sam and picks up on things and, hey, I'll use this, but I'll use this with Muslims.
Yeah, exactly.
Merry Christmas to all. Thank you. Video idea. Dawah guy, Mo, Hijab, Ali Dawah, Fontaine, etc. arguing over who said what about who. Spoiler, D-Wood playing every character. Yeah, that'd be good. Merry Christmas, Giant UC. How come Mike Winger is streaming on David's channel? Ha ha ha. Funny Mike Winger jokes. They're so funny.
Merry Christmas
to you.
And we have some Hebrew there.
What does it say? Jai is squinting at you.
I'm squinting.
Come on, Jai, you're the master of all languages. I know it's super tiny on your little laptop.
Yeah, it's super tiny on my little laptop. Kufra Alech.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Oh, my goodness. We had Jai for one reason, to translate super chats with Hebrew in it. Merry Christmas and friendly reminder of ZUTT Remembrance Day on January 30th. Yes, we're going to have a ZUTT Remembrance Day, guys, because it's the date will be 1/30, 1/30, 1 on 30, which is ZUTT, the night of all ZUTT. It's how Muhammad got the strength of 30 men and how the Warner thinks that he can get the strength of the Illuminati. D-Wood, after your advice during your stream with AP, I launched a separate Turkish channel for rigorous, methodologically grounded Christian apologetics engaging Muslim scholarship. Merry Christmas. That's how you do it. Turkish. To everyone, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma is having a special council meeting January 12th at 6 p.m. Central regarding an Islamic center. Everyone in and out of the U.S., please write to the city council or governor how dangerous this would be. Well, I don't know. The U.S., why don't Christians go evangelize there? D-Wood, my wife confused you with Mike Winger. What do I do? Surah 4:34, please help me. Yeah, Surah 4 verse 34 would not be out of the question in these situations. Merry Christmas, David and my beloved brothers and sisters. David, can you please pray that I will grow in my faith in 2026? I'm 18 and evangelize to more than 7 people daily at my gym. Awesome. Any advice? Wow. I've been a Christian 2 years. Doesn't sound like you need much advice if you're already talking to 7 people a day. I always recommend Greg Koukl's book, Tactics, for discussions, just because Greg Koukl's book, and a follow-up, Street Smarts, where he actually he takes the principles and then he gives a bunch of sample discussions with various hot button issues. Because as I'm sure you have found out, there are lots of things you can say that people are just waiting to trip you up and then condemn you for saying the wrong thing and so on. And so tactics and street smart is kind of how you can keep the conversation going without someone flipping out over something you said, because that seems to be a common thing going on in the world today. Warner seems to do more like Momo than Cowboy. Jai, how did you end up in the UK? Well, I'm sure we'll get the whole story when Jai's here next month.
Yes, we'll get the whole story then.
Yep. Saitama is laughing because his emotions are under the influence of a demon. They don't eat pork, so it's all good, guys. What?
Oh yeah, they do everything else, but as long as they don't eat pork, it's all good.
Yeah, and that's like the main thing. Hey, as long as I don't say Merry Christmas, and as long as I don't eat pork, and as long as I tell women that they have to wear this thing on their heads, then I can smash all the hoes and stay high all day and be the horrible person and constantly be bagging about all the people I want to kill, and I'm the good guy because that's what my religion teaches. Yeah, I'm sure that really makes it sound like your religion's from God, doesn't it? And not from somewhere else. David, please use this to buy Mike Winger a nice gift. Merry Christmas, guys. What would be a good gift for Mike Winger? Someone must have invented a machine where it just repeatedly slaps you in the face. I would buy him one of those. I pray for a small Orthodox corner of Norway that you find even more dirt on Islam, David. Put the truth on a pedestal and the lies in the garbage. Well, it doesn't look like I think we said this last year, that we don't need to do anything. It's imploding. It's imploding all around us. We kind of don't need to do anything. We can just sit back and watch, but we do want to accelerate the avalanche. So we're here to help, guys. We're here to help the avalanche of apostasy.
By the way, someone in the chat helped us out. They said that was Israeli slang, Kapra Alecha, which means God's blessing on you. So that's what they're saying in Hebrew.
Oh, cool.
Just learn a new term. Thank you.
That's good, because it could have been a vicious insult against us. All right. So we ready to check this out?
Yes.
Yes.
Get your kids out of the room, ladies and gentlemen. Get your kids out of the room. Here we go. Here is Malik exposing the Warner and everyone else except a few people that he clearly had dirt on but didn't want to say it. But let's go ahead and check this out.
Warner was one of the good ones? Yeah, that's what you think. A lot of these guys give Dawah and try to show themselves up as fake people, and I ain't with all that. And especially if you want to cross me. Actually, bro, I'm the one that stops these guys from smoking and drinking behind the scenes. I'm the one that tries to guide these guys onto the truth. And you guys, the viewers, are getting cheated every day. You guys have all these high hopes of these people who are literally behind the scenes filth. I just got done.
He's called the Dawah guys filth behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, they're filth. But Malik, he's the good one. Malik is the good one. He's the one who tries to stop them from smashing all the hoes and the trannies and doing all the drugs and so on. So he's the good guy here. He's the good guy. Just keep that in mind when he crosses some lines.
Yeah, he only took issue with this after obviously something, someone crossed the line.
Yep.
And we're gonna find out what that is. But
They crossed him. It's not because of his conscience.
yeah,
Somebody crossed him.
Trying to live a different life, lying to myself, telling myself, oh yeah, the rap is going to do good for my life in Islam. And then come here, I find these Dawah guys want to be rappers deep down. They want to be stars deep down. Hey chat, who wants to know about the real Warner? He's always been a clout muncher. Every time I go to him, or every time he comes to me, he's always wants to be around rappers. He always wants to go out. He always wants to live that like life. I told him, bro, what you talking about? I thought this was the Dawah. Oh, bro, let's go around Thai. Oh, bro, let's go around French. Oh, bro, let's go around this guy, that guy. Warner, if you're not a dog, okay, Warner, before I expose your bitch ass, come on the live. Not.
So what we're I'll back it up a couple seconds here, but what we're gathering about these guys want to be rappers and stuff. It seems like these are guys who like fantasize about being rappers, but they can't rap. Can't rap a presence. Just completely useless when it comes to rapping. And so you go with the next best thing. you become a da'i, and then you get to live apparently the rapper lifestyle that you fantasize about. You get to go around, going to clubs, smashing hoes, staying high. You get to live the exact same lifestyle. You just have to, instead of getting on stage and rapping, you give out Qurans at a table in a park, and then you get to do the exact same thing.
Exactly. All the Dawah guys are like that behind the scenes, guys. That's what he's saying. All the Dawah guys. So Warner was the one who crossed them, but everybody got it. So all the Dawah guys behind the scenes, yeah, they got it in the ZUTT sense. I mean, Warner might have gotten in the ZUTT sense. I don't know, but it sounds like he might be into that stuff when we get into that part of the video. But yeah, so all the Dawah guys behind the scenes, they just want to be rappers. They just want to be famous, and that's what we see with them. But he's confirming it for us.
Yeah, people in the chat point out, so Desire and Cola here says, music is haram. Yeah, just PDF is halal. Yeah, that's what's funny. It's like they want to be rappers, but music is haram. And it's like, so they already, the goal is to do haram stuff. And shocker. But I mean, the rap lifestyle apparently is just, we want a lifestyle where we can go around being in all the clubs, smashing hoes, all this stuff, staying high. And well, you can't do that. Well, if you can't actually rap, then become a Dawah guy. Do all the exact same stuff. Awesome.
Around this guy, that guy. Warner, if you're not a dog, okay, Warner, before I expose your bitch ass, come on the live. Now I'm gonna get your ass. Yo, chat, he's mad. Chat, he mad. I'm madder. Yo, chat, let's keep going. I'm there. Yeah. Keep talking that talk, Warner. All your messages showing up. Let's see what you about, bruh.
So
let's see what you about. Who want to call Warner?
What's that?
This is Warner here, right here, guys. He's showing the messages on the screen. So there's no denying this. There's no going back on this. You can't save face with this. You took the screenshot
And showed
in
it.
real time, and you put it on the screen. And you guys can see at the top, he has Warner saved as Warner on his phone. So this is Warner talking to him.
Yep.
He gave him his live, and he said, "Why are you still talking about me? You want a butt whooping, boy? Help me. You're a bleeping loser. No one needs your help. One of the biggest, fakest losers I met in my life." That's what the Warner said to Malik. And Malik responded very kindly, "Come to my live so I can make you my
B.
my dog." My B.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love the brotherhood, man. The brotherhood.
Yeah.
The Dawah brothers. Dawah bros before.
Yeah.
So that guy on the left, that's Malik.
Yeah. Yeah. Goofy looking.
So he's a failed or an ex-rapper.
Yeah, failed. That's about it. He's also failed medical student, so that's why it comes with Dr. Malik. Failed medical student, failed rapper, and now a failed Dawah guy. He just fails at everything, taking L's at everything.
But he was successful at one thing.
One thing he's successful at.
Exposing
Exposing the Dawah.
I have to say, Malik, you may have failed at everything else in life, but right now you succeeded. You succeeded completely. Nailed it. Not in the ZUTT sense, but you nailed it here, buddy. All right.
Hey, you bitch ass nigga. Get Warner on the phone.
Yo, what's good, nigga?
Hey, you bitch ass nigga. What's up with it?
Hey, yo, what's the throw right now, bro?
What's up with it? I'm right here. What you texting me like a big boy for? Where my money at?
Oh my god, bro.
Where my money at? Don't hey, listen, may Allah guide you. Did he hung up?
Yeah, he hung up.
All right, chat, you see he's scared right now.
Darn
he
right
knows
he's
what's
scared.
up. This is really what happened. He called Jake and
Oh yeah, look, and notice, guys. So this is Sneeko. This is the Warner. This is Sheikh Uthman there in the middle. He doesn't say what Sheikh Uthman is into, but we already know about Sheikh Uthman. But he apparently doesn't want to cross Sheikh Uthman, but he's willing to cross some of the other guys. So here we go.
Not yet. And until Uthman says something about him, then it'll come after him.
Yeah, let Uthman call me a Jew, and then I will expose him.
told Jake, Malik is an undercover Yahudi. He's an
Oh, wait, let me
undercover
back it up,
Mossad
'cause
agent.
this is what made him flip out. So let me back that up.
All right, chat. You see, he's scared right now. He knows what's up. This is really what happened. He called Jake and told Jake, Malik is an undercover Yahudi. He's an undercover Mossad agent. Warner, he denied it. He said, I never called him that. Jake said, guess what, Malik? I recorded it.
Jake,
Yeah.
like a friend would do. Like a friend would do.
Record
Jake, guys, this is Jake the Meta Magician, by the way, guys. This is the Jake that David's going to be debating in January. Avery's going to be debating in February. This Jake is the one who's recording phone calls between him and the Warner and getting him, calling him a Jewish agent and all this stuff. That Jake, that's the Jake we're talking about.
Yahudi is Arabic for Jewish man.
Yeah.
So the final straw wasn't all the smashing hose and all the other stuff. It was the Warner is talking to Jake, the Muslim metaphysician, and said, hey, watch out for this Malik guy. He's actually a Jew. And so apparently he's worried that if Malik's been asking for his money back and so on, and Warner knows he's not going to give him back his money, then he's worried about Malik exposing him to his fellow Dawah guys. And so the Warner tries to preempt all that by saying, hey, you know, when this guy shares some stuff about me, don't believe it because he's actually an undercover Mossad agent. And then Jake tells Malik, hey, Malik, he's saying you're an undercover Mossad agent. He's like, what? And so Malik contacts the Warner and says, hey, you telling people I'm an undercover Mossad agent? No, bro, no, I would never say anything like that. You're my boy. I would never cross you like that. And so then Malik contacts Jake back and, hey, Jake, he says he didn't do anything. And Jake says, oh, yeah, well, I recorded the conversation because that's what we do in Dawah, because we know we're all compulsive liars. And we need recordings of everything for when one of us compulsively lies. And then we've got the receipts. And so, so Malik said, hey, you call me this? And he said, no, but Jake's like, I got the recording. Let me go ahead and play it for you, where he calls you an undercover Mossad agent. And so here's the fallout.
One of the things that we learned from this as well is that it takes Malik to be called a Jewish agent to, expose this stuff. But one of the things that we learned apart from that is that all the Dawah guys know this stuff.
Yep.
Every Dawah guy knows what they're all up to behind the scenes, but because they all have dirt on each other, like, Malik, everybody knows this guy's a dirtbag. Like, everybody know, so people can't really expose him because he exposes himself. So they can't say, oh, Malik's sleeping with this girl, doing this thing or doing that, because no one will be surprised by that, because he's like a dirty guy, whatever. But no one's really surprised by that. But so they don't. I don't know what they have on him. They must have. Maybe they still on him. Maybe they do. I don't know. But I know that the other Dawah guys, they have something that they want to hold on to. They want to hold on to a name, a reputation. Warner, you don't destroy the Dawah. Kind of like what Uthman says. They just want to destroy the Dawah. They want to destroy the Dawah. And that's what they do. They say, you just want to destroy the Dawah. Really, what it is they all have. I think they all have dirt on each other. And none of them, like Jake, for example, Jake knows about this stuff. He knows that these Dawah guys are not just, well, we'll get into the specifics as he gets into them. But Jake knows all the details of these guys, and he, for whatever reason, too cowardly, or maybe they have dirt on him. I don't know what it is, but he's not exposing them. Why not? Don't you guys think that their audiences should know that, hey, the guy you're looking up to could be exposed one day as, having some sort of sexual diseases because he sleeps with a woman every single week, or he's doing drugs, or don't you think that would shake up them up a little bit if they found that out? They have YouTube channels with 500,000, 1 million people, and or don't you care about the truth at all? It's putting that to the side, because we know they don't care for the truth. They just, they don't care for the truth, but don't they care at least for the people that they claim are their brothers and sisters that they know are looking up to these people? Like even just for their sake, not for God's sake, because you guys don't care about God, but even for the sake of those innocent people, like those young kids who are looking up to your Dawah bros, you don't care about them. At least them you don't care about. So Jake, I mean, all these Dawah guys, it's like they just keep getting lower and lower and lower and lower. Because they know about this stuff and they don't say anything.
But I don't understand why Malik is upset about being called a Mossad agent. No one believes in the Mossad agent. Mossad agents are intelligent, and they don't spill everything.
That's true.
No one here believes that the Mossad agent thinks, who's best in intelligence and discretion? Malik. No one thinks that.
That's true. Jews would be way smarter than to employ someone like that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they took him when he was young and recruited him and spent years training him how to act like a complete idiot all the time.
Oh wow!
Oh, to do he's like opposite of what you think.
I'm just saying. You see on like TV shows where you always have the character who's like the biggest idiot on the planet, but in real life the person's not that dumb. You just learn to play the role. So maybe he's like, hey, you want to be part of the Dawah scene? Just be as stupid as possible at all times, and you'll rise to instant fame. And then you can and then you can gather information and expose it all. Powerful.
Possible.
1%
and told Jake Malik is an undercover Yahudi. He's an undercover Mossad agent. Warner, he denied it. He said, I never called him that. Jake said, guess what, Malik? I recorded it. I recorded it. I'm like, wow. Yo, Warner, don't fucking text me. Come on the live. Now I'm going to get your ass. 3 years of friendship. Been to Mecca with him. Been to all these.
Wait, what's he say? You want to read this?
So Warner's in like the gray text, and he's in, and Malik's in the blue.
Pull up, P. Come to the live so I can show you who. That's super small on my screen too. Calls him a B, pothead. He calls him women.
Watch this one.
He calls him graper. He calls him women graper. So he apparently, and I remember he was saying this, guys, this is just tip of the iceberg. I'm sharing this stuff as a warning of how much stuff I know about these guys. And so he plays the stuff about, I mean, he says the stuff about smashing hoes and stuff, but when he's speaking to him directly, he's like, you're a grapist, man. You're a grapist. And
notice Warner never denied.
Yeah,
he never like, what do you mean? I never did that. So he's saying stuff that he knows is a fact. And again, this guy's a woman graper according to Malik, but yet he's still associated with them, right? But that's how all these Dawah guys are. How many of them know that Warner may actually be a woman graper, and they just don't care? They don't say anything.
They don't care.
I guarantee none of them care. I mean,
none of them care.
We saw with hijab. I mean, you can take a Muslim woman, groom her, manipulate her, convince her that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with her and raise a family with her and stuff. Meanwhile, you're just trying to get her into bed, and then as soon as you bang her, then it's I'm just using you for sex. I'll call on you to meet me at the hotel whenever I want. And yep, that's how. I mean, and guess what? How many of hijab's fans cared even slightly? Nope, they all defended him. And all the Dawah guys rushed to his defense. All these same guys. Why? They all have dirt on each other. They have to have each other's backs. But the Warner responds, why are you talking about me? I cut you off already. I'm done with shaitan behavior. You don't even pray. You're a shaitan. And he says, I pray.
He's like, imagine that though. He's like, you're a woman graper. And he's like, well, you don't pray.
Okay, like, you're pointing out what I've done. I'll point out that you don't even pray.
So says, what if I grape woman? You don't pray. Like, no.
And that's worth. So he says, Malik replies, I pray, you pray high, where my money be, and you F ladies with Sneeko, you and Adam have threesomes.
Wow.
Oh dear.
So what do we have just right here already?
Just right here. That's it, man.
He grapes women. He does things together with Sneeko, and him and Adam, that's Adam Saleh.
Yep. And he goes to the mosque.
Has threesomes. So I mean, think about this. That's they pick up a girl at the club, and hey, you down with a three-way with us? Let's all get high, and then we'll all have a three-way and stuff. This is Dawah. This is Dawah After Dark, guys. And then they go to the park the next day and tell everyone about how wonderful Islam is. Can you imagine if you're like a parent and you're like, I want my son to grow up and be a Dawah guy. What are you sending him into? Because he's going to be like, oh, look at my heroes, Muhammad Hijab, Ali Dawah, Sheikh Uthman, and all. Imagine he like latches onto one of these guys and wants to learn Dawah. What are they learning? They'd be learning how to live a double life, how to go out and pretend to be all about the pure worship of Allah, and then it's afterwards let's hit the clubs, grab a girl, and we'll all bang her together and stuff back at the place. Male or female, doesn't matter. We don't care. That's what you're dealing with here, guys.
That's it.
Things. I said, Jake, you're like literally a fat blah 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 blah. Jake, you're lying about Warner. He never said that about me. So Jake said,
oh, dang. I must have missed that part, but he was like, no, there's no way the Warner would say that about me. You're lying, Jake. So he actually called Jake out. Jake, you're lying. He said, you're lying fat scumbag for saying that stuff. How dare you say that about the Warner? And then Jake's like, actually, I recorded the conversation because I'm not stupid talking to these guys. These guys are all liars. I know they're all liars. So we all record our conversations with each other. These guys are so stupid. Man. All right, I backed it up a couple seconds, but that was an important part.
Been to all these things. I said, Jake, you're like literally a fat blah 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 blah. Jake, you're lying about Warner. He never said that about me. So Jake said, all right, I'm gonna get the phone call. That's when Warner started getting scared. Warner's like, yo, hang up on him. Hang up on him. He's like, he's lying. He's trying to split us up. Jake plays the whole phone call. What did he say? He called me an undercover agent. This guy, this filthy guy, comes to me and says, Malik, I never said that about you. Jake played it on the call. Then he's like, oh, wait, I did say it.
You guys hearing this? Yeah. Think about what kind of person the Warner is, right? So the Warner goes to Jake, hey, don't believe anything. This Malik guy, he's got all kinds of dirt on me. So if you ever, but I owe him money and he's going to want his money and I won't give him his money. And he found out that I take donations and I use them for drugs and for smashing hoes and stuff like that. So, if he ever tries to tell you stuff about me, don't believe him because he's an undercover Mossad agent. And then when Malik finds out about that and he's like, okay, let's talk to Jake. What's the Warner? No, don't listen to Jake. He's a liar. He's a deceiver. He's trying to close division in the Ummah. This guy just talks trash about everyone who knows anything about him and can expose him and tries to discredit them to other Dawah guys. And now he's been called out for it and exposed. And my goodness, guess what? Everyone? Watch. This time next year, you're still going to see the Warner in parks, in videos and stuff, giving Dawah. And he'll be doing the same thing after dark. Why? They don't really care. They just don't care.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. And by the way, this guy, the Warner, his thing is like, only fear God. Have no fear. The Warner is here. Only fear God. All this stuff. That's what he says. But really, he seems to be afraid of Malik, afraid of Jake, afraid of all these people behind the scenes because he knows that these guys have this dirt on him. But is it going to have an effect on the Muslim community? I mean, it depends. It depends, right? I mean,
these are the people who tell them the truth about God.
Yeah.
They can't even tell the truth about a phone call.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So.
Wild stuff.
You want to see who Warner really is? I'm the wrong one, Warner. Mm-hmm. I'll bring all the receipts and evidence.
Yeah, we want to see it.
The Warner is probably the fakest of them all. Like between Libiano, Central, all them, Warner in terms of the Islamic stuff, fakest of them all.
You hear that? I mean, he just mentioned Central specifically, and we've heard video of Central with these guys arguing amongst themselves, and is talking about how people make Central Dawah scripts for him, his debate scripts for him, and he doesn't actually know anything he's talking about. He's just reading what they're sending him. You got stuff like that, which was obvious because he's clueless. But also someone is exposing him as like, well, you keep sending all these girls you're meeting on TikTok and you're sending them, I'll say penis pics. They use harsher words than that, but you're sending them penis pics to all these girls. And he's like, well, you send girls the penis pics too. And he's like, yeah, but I don't claim that I don't. And it's like, these are the freaking TikTok Dawah guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny. He's like, out of all these guys, Central, Libiano, the Orthodox Muslim, he's like, out of all of them, Warner's the worst. So they're all bad.
Yeah,
But Warner's the
they're all
worst.
seriously messed up, but this guy's the worst.
Yeah.
These are the guys preaching Islam to us and telling us we need to believe it so we can be like them, so we can actually learn to behave like these guys. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Fakest of them all. You literally begging to be in the Illuminati, bro. Asking me how do you get in, like I'm in it. Calling me a Yahudi undercover. Warner, you're the one who's trying to join the Illuminati. You're the one who keeps throwing up the rock signs. You're the one that's saying, oh, I want to get into the game and I don't care how I get into it because I want to convert everyone. You're the one who literally said in front of me and other people that you would take it up the butt as long as it got you into the game to where you could make an influence.
Guys, you hearing this? Because that's, you'd think, what's that got to do with anything? Is that like joking? I mean, he's apparently obsessed with there's this Illuminati and he wants to join. And you had all these rumors with the Diddy stuff that some of these weird freak parties and so on are like your initiation into something. And they do this so that they have dirt on you. They'll record it. They'll record you getting banged in your butt by these dudes and stuff so that you can never cross them or expose anything, or they'll put out the videos of everyone, banging you on your butt. And so these guys hear about this, and the Warner thinks that Malik's part of this and that he has, he can get him in. He can get him in there, not in the ZUTT sense, but he could get him in there. And so the Warner's just,
this guy was a former rapper. He can get me in. He's like, he
knows everyone. He knows everyone. And so guys, do the math. This guy's a rapper, so he was in contact with all these rappers, and so all these guys who were part of the Diddy parties and part of the initiation, he's like, hey, I just want you to know. Whatever the initiation is, even if guys have to, do things to my butt, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it to get up into the Illuminati. I'll be so powerful. And then I'll be able to smash hoes, men and women, do all the drugs I want for the rest of my life because I'll be in the Illuminati. So yeah, if I have to take one for the team Dawah, I'll do it, man. And this is the guy who hands you a Quran. Hey, let me tell you about how Islam is the pure worship of Allah and smashing hoes and getting banged in your butt like Muhammad. Wow.
And you know what the Quran says in Surah 3, verse 110? To the Muslims?
They're the best of peoples.
You're the best nation ever raised for mankind.
Yep.
Just keep that in mind. This is the best nation. These are the top ones in the West.
These are the best of peoples, guys. Volunteering to get banged in the butt to join the Illuminati, smashing hoes, trannies, everything. These are the guys, man. These are the guys. The best of peoples ever raised up for mankind.
Wallahi said that in front of people. You said if I had to take you up the butt one time.
He just said wallahi, right? Because
he said wallahi.
He said wallahi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because I've heard now that everyone called him out and apparently made things right. Now it's I was just making stuff up for fun. He said wallahi there, right?
Yeah. So after Muslim Lantern got in touch with them, Warner got in touch with them. They got some other Dawah guys behind the scenes got in touch with them. They probably, I don't know what was said, but I know that they made Warner issue Malik an apology, and he said, "Hey man, I'm sorry for calling you an agent." He's like reading some sort of script. You can tell it doesn't mean anything he's saying. He's just doing what they say. And then he's like, yeah, all that stuff I said, I didn't mean any of it, guys. I didn't mean any of it. The Christians just ran with it. No, I didn't mean any of it, guys. And then someone called him out, and he's like, but what about Warner saying he wants to get up the butt with it from the Illuminati? And he goes, I didn't say wallahi with that, did I? And he goes, yeah, you did. He's like, you got the clip? So we got the clip right there. You did say wallahi, you liar. And I know you're listening. Malik. And I know this is the most attention you've ever gotten. Because, failed rap career didn't get you many views. Dawah scene didn't get you many views. But this is going to get you the most views you've ever had in your life.
Yeah, you got what you want. You got the attention you wanted. You got your feelings hurt because someone called you a Yahudi. Now, you crashed out on TikTok. Didn't think anyone was listening. Guess what?
They were listening.
We were listening.
And they clipped and chipped.
And just so if you don't know how dumb you are, see, now you think you can sweep this under the rug. And guess what? We would have obviously used this stuff. We would have obviously used this stuff to help expose the Dawah. There's no way around that. but you made the mistake of threatening some Christians and trying to bring wives into this issue. And so that's even more attention. Like, I mean, think about how stupid this is. Oh no, Christians are going to start using this. I know. Here's how I will silence them. No, that's not how to silence us. That's how to make us never let anyone forget this ever again. There is one thing you can do right now. One thing you can there's going to be a fallout. There's no way around that. There's going to be a fallout. It's going to last a long time. The only thing you can do right now to minimize the fallout is apologize to all Christians. What you do is you say, Christians, I apologize for threatening you, because you did. Well, I'll play the clip later. I apologize for threatening you about getting involved in this discussion. I apologize for all the Christians I tried to expose, to silence them. I apologize for all of that. I will not do it again. That is the only way you can minimize this to some extent, because what you've done right now is you sent up a big, everyone use this constantly forever and throw it in our faces and rip up the Quran and do Quranagami and draw Muhammad cartoons and expose me endlessly. That's the message you're sending us right now. I don't know what message you thought you sent. I mean, I know what message you thought you sent. You thought, oh, I'll escalate and then they'll back down once they see me threatening them. Again, dude, I know you know me. So I just don't know why you would think this would work. Like, it's the opposite. It's the exact opposite. What would actually work? Apologize. But you can't do it, can you? You just can't do it. So sad. So sad that you can't do the one thing that would actually help you minimize the damage here. Instead, you've chosen to maximize the damage for a long, long time. And we thank you for that wonderful Christmas gift.
Yep. The Warner will forever be known as the guy who wants to take it up the butt for Illuminati, for Allah, because of you, Malik. And by the way, I want to say there's a guy in the comments. His name is Ahmed, and he says, I'm a Muslim, and I want to let you know, number one, we don't care.
Wow.
And number two, we hope that you will study the Bible and become more Christ-like. So they don't care.
Wow.
He didn't say this is not true.
He said we don't
He
care.
just said we don't care.
Well, it's obvious you don't care, because you let these lot run a riot.
They become the number one in your community.
Take your money and run amok. I mean,
I want to know,
if
Ahmed.
you cared, maybe this would never have been happening in your community.
Yeah, I want to know, Ahmed, have you personally ever given money to some of these Dawah guys for Qurans or whatever they say the money's going to? Or how about the mosque in Norway that's been being built for 2,500 years? Like, what is
It's still being built.
all this money that's going to these Dawah projects, apparently, according to Malik, it doesn't go to the Dawah
The mosque
projects.
that never ever stops being built. They take all your money for every year.
Yeah.
Shout out to JP Uncut here. So we got JP. We got God Logic. JP says these guys are freaks. Yes, they are. Welcome to Dawah. And here's that comment. I'm Muslim, and I want to let you know, one, we don't care. How many times have I said during this live stream already that they don't care? Dawah fans just don't care.
Yeah.
I said it. So yes, thank you for confirming. Now we have confirmation from a Muslim that they don't in fact care. I know, as long as you are just we're giving Dawah and we're giving out Qurans, and look, here's a video clip of I found this ignorant person and I said, hey, believe in Islam, the scientific miracles, perfect preservation. They said, oh really? Now recite the Shahada, and they recited the Shahada. Now let me go bang some hoes. And you don't care as long as you get those little video clips of things. And then two, we hope you all will one day study your Bible and be more Christ-like. Hey, you know what Christ did, Ahmed? If you were a leper, if you were a outcast of society, someone who had been treated horribly, Jesus was extremely nice and compassionate in trying to help you and make sure that you know that you are loved and that you're loved by God. Who was Jesus just absolutely brutal towards? Ahmed, since you're educating us about Jesus and telling us to be more Christ-like. Jesus was most brutal towards hypocritical religious leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Hypocritical religious leaders. I mean, just read when he's condemning the scribes and the Pharisees, and keep in mind the scribes and the Pharisees had nothing on any of these guys, right? These guys are just like they're doing all the right things. They're doing all the right things, but they're doing lots of things for show to be seen as righteous. But guess what? They're not like let's smash hose and get high. They're not doing any of that stuff. They're doing all the right stuff. They're just doing it for show. And they're the examples. And so the people who would just get, just brutally rebuked by Jesus were hypocritical religious leaders. It's people who are hypocrites and are leading other people astray. That's who Jesus targeted with that kind of rhetoric. And what are these guys? They're hypocritical religious leaders, right? Who are leading other people astray. But way, way more evil than anything the scribes and Pharisees were doing behind the scenes. And so if we want to be more Christ-like, what should we do? I'd say expose this in epic fashion. And thanks to Malik, shout out to Malik for helping make that happen. You've done a great service to all the people who want to expose the dysfunction of the Dawah.
In front of me and other people that you would take it up the butt as long as it got you into the game to where you could make an influence. Wallahi, you said that in front of people. You said if I had to take it up the butt one time, so I could literally be in the Illuminati.
One time? How? Come on. What if Malik? What if you came back to him and said, "Oh, they said one time's not enough. It's got to be 50 times." What's he going to say? You know what he's going to say. Now, what he said was, "Hey, I'll take it up the butt one time if it gets me into the Illuminati." You were just, you're tossing that out there as a negotiating platform, right? What do you guys really want? We know you'd do more, dude. We know you'd do more. As a general rule, if you're willing to take it up the butt once to get what you want, what's stopping you from 2, 3, 5, 1,000, 30 times like your prophet did?
In front of me and other people that you would take it up the butt as long as it got you into the game to where you could make an influence. Wallahi, you said that in front of people. You said if I had to take it up the butt one time so I could literally be in the Illuminati just so I could help people come to Islam, you would. Hey, who knows about Warner and his activities? Wait, should I show him a picture, Henny? Chat. This is weed in the picture. This weed. This is your Dawah guy right here. He stay texting me, but he know what's up. He watching right now crying. Come on, Warner. Yo, Dior, what they're saying that's a cigarette in his mouth. You've been around the block. What does that look like to you, bro?
It's too red to be a cigarette. Cigarette has a lot of gray.
And hey, notice these guys are all experts on.
Yeah.
These guys are all experts on the difference between a cigarette and a blunt. Nope. This would be slightly less red if it was a cigarette, but I know based on the redness of the glow of the what's being burned, I know exactly what this is. Yes.
It's like, hey, you're our resident pothead. What does this look like to you?
And he knows who to ask as well, because they have all the dirt on each other, right? They have all the dirt, so they know.
In fact, I can say, where is this weed from? This is clearly Acapulco gold. I know right where this comes from. I can tell by the glow of the red, and lined laced with just a little PCP. I can tell by the glow. I know this. We have much experience here.
By the way, you might be thinking, okay, how does Malik explain this one away, right? Because he joked what everything was a lie. I was just joking. I was just angry.
What about this one?
Well, you know what he says about this one? He says, I photoshopped it.
A very good Photoshop job if it is. His mouth is perfectly angled. You got the right nice glow there.
This is a Photoshop, guys. You really want us to believe that, Malik? Come on.
But we had the resident pothead said that this is authentic, that he brought.
Yep. His expert confirmed it.
His scholar
of pot. Yeah, so how is Malik so good at Photoshop that he not only can because we Photoshop stuff for thumbnails and stuff like that, but how does he know, how is he so good at Photoshopping that he knows how to get the glow of the blunt exactly right so that when he calls in a witness, that witness will go, yes, this is clearly, I know exactly what this is. So he's really good at Photoshopping, right? Anyone believe in his latest story?
You know what, David? If you go back a little bit, he's so good at Photoshop that he scribbled himself only partially with white, really, really rough.
Yeah.
And like a little kid.
Because
Yeah, there you go, guys.
Well, he put up the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the skill of his photoshopping.
Yeah. So he blurred out his face like that, but he photoshopped the rest, everything else.
So why don't you just Photoshop his face out instead of scribbling white on it?
Or why even put him in there?
If he's that great at it.
Why even put him in there?
Yeah, and why have a guy who can't stop talking about taking it up the butt have him behind you in a picture, right? I have to conclude that this picture is authentic, right? Like, if you wanted to set up the Warner and Photoshop something, why are you doing it like this? And he's looking down at you like, yeah.
People were asking, why did you? People were like, why were you blurring out your face? Did you have a blunt in your mouth too? That's what we're asking them.
Yeah,
That's what they're asking.
We can't actually see.
We don't know. So why was he blurring out his face? We don't know. Did he have a blunt too? I don't know.
The world may never know, because you can't listen to these guys because they constantly lie. But oh wow,
Come on, Warner. Yo, Dior, what they're saying that's a cigarette in his mouth. You've been around the block. What does that look like to you, bro?
That looks, it's too red to be a cigarette. You know, cigarette has a lot of gray, and he doesn't look like he's inhaling. You know, he's not puffing. You know, so it should not be that on. You know.
you mean like a cigarette will light up more as you're inhaling. And he's saying that this blunt can just stay red even when you're not inhaling. Huh? That's good.
That is
We're getting an awesome education from the Dawah guys, aren't we? Like how to spot a real blunt, and based on the flame. These guys are all masters of getting high, apparently.
Yeah, maybe because his cheeks aren't like sucked in, or they aren't puffed in, or whatever. He's not inhaling. So yeah, these guys are like experts at weed. That's crazy.
That's some new information. I didn't know that. I didn't know that a blunt would stay red throughout, whereas a cigarette only goes red
when you're puffing
when you're inhaling.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, that's some real scholarly information.
These are I bet that's someone's favorite Dawah guy too. Like, I don't know who this Dior guy is, but I bet he's one of the favorite Dawah guys on some TikTok. Like, and they're like, we didn't know he was a weed expert. How's our favorite Dawah guy a weed expert? We don't.
Hang on, where'd that comment go? Here we go. We're gonna call it Daweed.
The weed.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a blunt. Like I'm being honest, right? It looks like a blunt, man. Like honestly, from my experience, it looks like a blunt.
Exactly. And I got the video.
From my experience, that was like when he said "from my experience," it reminded me of Muhammad Hijab when he was talking about revert girls taking it best and second, third, fourth wives, and then he realized he's basically confessing, and he said, "From my experience of listening to other people talk about it," right? And he gets this big smile on his face, like, "Oh, okay, I obviously just confessed to." Oh gosh, this is Dawah, guys. We're gonna make the entire world know. Thank you, Malik. Thank you. You've done a great service to the entire world.
And Malik says that this is a snapshot from a video. So he backtracked. I mean, remember when he backtracked, he's like, he forgot to tell us yesterday that this wasn't a video. That this wasn't actually a video. This isn't a video, guys. This is just some picture that I got, and then I really photoshopped it in reality. But actually, he's letting us know now. Oh, this is actually a video.
Yeah, because he rants for an hour and a half to 2 hours.
He doesn't remember what he
said.
said.
And he doesn't remember what he said, but we have it recorded. He doesn't.
Yeah, Malik. We hope you just caught that. So you said when you were live, you said, "Hey, this is just a screenshot from a video," and you're saying I could post the whole video and show you. And now you're saying, "Oh no, it's just a picture and I photoshopped it." Now that they got to you and they paid you off, and he apologized, and hey, you don't realize you're damaging all of us right now. You're destroying the Dawah. You got to make this right. Just say you were making it all up, and that'll fix things with our idiot followers. Okay, yeah, I made it all up, and yeah, I photoshopped that blunt into. Okay, then play the video for us. Play the video. Play the blunt-free video for us.
Exactly.
By the way, this is like from a video. Like I can show the whole video. This guy is the biggest pothead on this planet, bro. The guy you take Dawah from, all he does is roll one up. That's all he does. Chat, this guy gets high as hell all day and all night.
All day and all night.
Wallahi, may Allah curse me. This guy goes high to the mosque. This guy.
You guys hearing this? This isn't just, hey, I'm making stuff up.
Yeah, he's asking.
May Allah curse me if I'm lying about this guy, and him saying he'll take it up the butt, and him staying high all day, and him going to the mosque high. May Allah curse me if I'm lying. And then 2 days later, yeah, I just made all that stuff up, guys. Okay, well, what kind of Muslim are you if you're saying may Allah curse you and you know you were making it up back then? Anyone buying? Is any non-Dawah fan on the planet stupid enough to think you were just making all this stuff up?
It would seem like the only one who would say like Wallahi and may Allah curse me and don't actually mean it is an agent. But I thought Malik is not an agent, so I'm kind of confused here.
And he did in his I made it up, I'm sorry. He never said may Allah curse me in that one.
No, he never said any Wallahis in that one.
Only in this one.
Yeah, we should issue some challenges. Say may Allah curse you if you're lying about making all this stuff up. Like if you just made all this stuff up, say, yes, may Allah curse me if I was telling the truth and all the stuff I said about the Warner and everyone else.
Yeah.
Literally goes to give Dawah high every day. Or every weekend, sorry, when he goes on Saturday. Chat, I've been holding my tongue for months and like even years on these guys, bro. Wallahi, bro, why do you think I stopped debating? Why do you think I stopped? Why do you think I couldn't even, bro, like live with myself knowing that these guys were doing all this shit, bro? These guys, bro, are potheads, weed heads, doing everything, bro. Warner said I'm in the mosque 3 times a day, but you're high. You're high in the mosque 3 times a day. You're always in the mosque high. Let me tell you guys something. All they want to do is hide behind the shield of Islam. These shits are private sins. So hold on. If Warner's asking for money for Qurans, but he's going to the dispensary instead, right? If he's going to the dispensary instead, is it Islamically I have to stay quiet? If he's going to the dispensary with the money he's getting for the Qurans, chat, guys, I gave this guy money. I gave this guy money for Qurans. He went to the dispensary. He went to the dispensary and spent my money instead.
Guys, you know what he means by dispensary is where you go to get weed now, because you can just buy it legally and stuff now. So
yeah, they live in California. So yeah.
Yeah, so guys, here he's saying he takes Dawah donations, and uses them to get high. So you say, "Hey, look, man, I see you giving away Qurans at the table at the park, man. I want to fund your Dawah. Here's some money." And he goes and buys his drugs with it. And Malik's saying, and I knew that, and then he even did it with me. I gave him $200 for Qurans to distribute, and he went straight to get weed with it. Yeah. This is Dawah. This is the Warner.
Yeah, someone in the chat calls him out. Is like, "Hey, man, these are private sins. What are you doing? These are private sins." And he pushes back with that. You could hear the emotion in his voice, right? He's recalling memories and he's feeling the pain. That's not someone who's lying, right? That's not someone who's making something up. That's someone who's telling what private sins? No, this is your money that you're giving him. Your thing that's getting you Qurans, and he's giving Qurans away. He's actually spending it at the dispensary. He's getting weed. He's getting high with your money that you're funding his Dawah with. So that doesn't sound to me like somebody who's lying. That sounds like right in this recording. Sounds like he's telling the truth right here.
But who gave them this stupid backwards rule that sins are private and you can't expose them for the good of the community? Who said that?
Oh yeah, that'd be Muhammad.
Muhammad said in a Sahih hadith that if you conceal the sins of your brother, Allah will conceal your shame and sin on the day of judgment.
Yep.
And look at this. Oh no, weed, say it ain't so. How horrible. OMG, haram. Are you paying attention, Zuriel?
Oh, it gets worse, by the way.
Oh yeah, it gets worse. We're not just talking about that. We're talking about like smashing hoes and mutta and trannies and everything else.
Nine wives.
So he stays high all day, and he takes donations for Qurans to give people Qurans, and he spends it on weed. And you're going, what? Oh my goodness, what's the problem with that? Yeah, sounds like you're a good Dawah fan. Because that is the appropriate mentality. Yes, of course you're going to take some donations and use them for weed. What do you think Muhammad did with all the money he got?
That's true. Yeah.
So far from Muslims, we've had number one, we don't care, and this second Muslim saying, "Oh, how horrible! It's not that bad a sin."
Yeah, it's okay if he takes Dawah money and gets high with it. It's okay.
These are the best.
Giving Dawah, getting high, and going in the mosque and getting high. It's okay.
Smashing hoes, going to the club, smashing hoes. It's fine as long as he's doing Dawah.
As long as it's with those men, it's okay.
Best nation to mankind is saying, "What's the big deal with all these things?"
And by the way, this is supposed to be like Sneako's connect into the world of Islam. Like Sneako, when he's well, we're gonna find out all the stuff Sneako knows later on. But what from like the public eye, when Sneako is like falling from Islam or doing things that are un-Islamic, when the Muslims start calling him out, it's the warner that like Uthman is like the guy that got him into Islam, but the warner is the one who kind of like, he's supposed to be like that one that like, okay, I'm gonna keep you on check. I'm gonna keep you. That's what it's supposed to be in the public eye. But really, he's using him though. It's the other way around.
Wow.
Yeah, so we remember when Sneako went to Speaker's Corner but didn't know anything, and Chris walked up to Sneako and started asking him about the Quran, and Sneako, yeah, there's only one Quran, there's one Quran, and Chris is just going through the basics. Okay, what do you do with the different Qira'at, the different Qurans and so on? Sneako had no clue, and the warner jumps in there. And says, oh, no, this is just different dialects. It's just different dialects. And then Chris knocks that out because it's not, guys, we don't need to go into it, but are the differences between the Qur'ans just different dialects?
No, not at all.
No. But he says that, and it doesn't work because that only works on people who have no clue what you're talking about. So Chris blows that out the water, and then he eventually got to the point where he goes, Sneako, well, who are you going to believe? Who are you going to believe? Who are you going to believe? A Muslim or a Christian? A Muslim or a Christian? Well, why would anyone listen to the Muslims? According to them, according to them, they're all compulsive liars who will lie in a heartbeat. Sneako, who are you going to listen to? The Christian who believes he has to tell the truth and was telling you the truth? Go through there. Go through what Chris said. Find anything that he said is wrong. Then look up everything that the warner said. Everything he said was false. And then the warner tells you, you're only supposed to believe the Muslims, not the Christians, even though, Sneako, you know by now because you're rolling with them behind the scenes. You know what liars these guys are. And these are the guys who preached Islam to you, and you believed what they said. How does that work? I don't know how that works. Hey, this group over here, I know for a fact because I'm with them behind the scenes. They are the biggest bunch of liars and two-faced hypocrites the world has ever seen. These are the guys who convinced me to convert to Islam. Let me just continue going with them. Like, what level of stupid and insane do you have to be to do that? Like, who would trust these guys? I'll tell you, who would trust these? I'm just going to say, who would trust these guys? Someone who looks at this and says, yeah, I want the same. I want the same thing in my life. I want the public persona of someone who's all about Islam, but I want to be smashing hoes and getting high behind the scenes. That's who this would appeal to. So Sneako, don't act like you don't know. We know for a fact you know, because you're being called out by one of the guys who was part of it all.
Yep.
I made him give me the bread back. I gave this guy, bro, $200 for Qurans, right? This guy was at the dispensary the next day. We had just made an agreement because I held him accountable. Yo, Warner, you need to stop. He said, bro, when I come back from Mecca, I'm going to stop. He does that every time. He goes to Umrah to like, I just went and bought like a pound, conveniently after I sent him the bread for the Qurans. Then he tried to go to my other homie, Jed, who owned a dispensary, and try to get free green off of him. I told my bro, fuck that shit. Take that. Don't do that. Make him pay for his shit. Then this guy, bro, goes and gets free food from this restaurant, this and that. This guy's a grifter.
Deny him service.
Yo, what?
Yeah, he doesn't say deny him service because he's a Muslim da'i.
And I'm trying to hold him accountable to stop him.
He's like, make him pay for it.
Yeah. Make him pay for his own stuff.
Why was I paying for all Warner's flights? Why do I have his passport in my phone? This guy, bro, has been milking the whole thing from the start. These guys are not who you think they are.
Why is the Warner keep giving the D Wood sign right there? Dude, you're not part of my group, man. Quit throwing up the Wood sign, man.
I think he thinks it's the Illuminati. He's trying to like signal the like doing the Batman signal for Illuminati.
Hey, I'm ready, man.
Like, yo, I'm ready, guys. Whenever you want to give it, I'm here.
I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, Warner, you want to get with my crew? Then reject your stupid fake prophet and the stuff that he taught, and accept the Lord Jesus Christ. No butt stuff required, dude. No butt stuff required. That's on your end in more ways than one. Oh,
I think his chain says the Warner. I think it's like his chain. I think it says the Warner or something. I can't see it that well, but yeah. I mean,
he thinks he's a rapper.
He thinks he's a rapper. Yeah. And look at Uthman.
Yeah, us man looks the same as him.
He's trying to.
Oh, I guarantee you, Uthman is 10 times worse.
Yeah.
But he's 100 times as important, so he can get away with way more. Which by the way, is why Malik wasn't spilling all that dirt. But guess what? The way these guys are imploding would not be surprising for them to destroy some of their big guys next year. Because 2026, they're going to be under a lot of pressure, guys. A lot of pressure. Not like Muhammad on the night of ZUTT, but kind of like that.
And you know what, guys? You know what? What would make Uthman's stuff all get out there is Malik's leaks right now. This puts pressure on people like Warner, on Muslim Lantern, and they keep hearing about this stuff on their channels in the comments. Keep hearing about it. That's going to go back to Malik. Malik, though, not a humble guy. Not a guy who is going to take kindly to them coming at him and telling them what to do. So what's going to happen is, he's going to flip out. Then they're going to get, okay, we know who to take. Uthman. Uthman knows how to deal with these gangster guys. He knows how to deal with them. He's the one that can get Malik in check. Well, what's going to happen then? Uthman's going to come after him, and then he's going to spill all of Uthman's stuff. And I know Malik's listening to this, but this is exactly what will happen if that goes down like that. That's exactly what will happen, because he's not going to be able to handle any of the, I don't even want to say correction, because it's not like they're correcting him, but like, Islamically correcting him, telling him keep hush hush, or hey, stop doing lives. You can't tell me what to do. Like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, he's a loose cannon, basically.
So basically, if you guys want to, go to their channels and popularize this stuff, or do what you want to clip it, or whatever you want to do with it, that's how all this other stuff's going to come out from Malik. Malik will keep leaking. He just needs the Dawah guys to turn on him.
And we can make sure that happens by we can help that along. It is interesting that this happened. All this came out right at the same time. All the Dawah guys, 30-something of them. So it's just like, the night of ZUTT. But 30-some Dawah guys all takfired Daniel Hakikachu, that they were all buddies with just a couple years ago. It's like, you guys are not doing well right now, are you? You guys got some problems. But hey, look on the bright side. Hey, the Warner, Malik, Sheikh Uthman, all you guys, look on the bright side. Here's the bright side. By this time next year, you'll be looking back at now as like the good old days. You'll be looking back at this time going, why couldn't it have been so easy like it was back then? Because things are going to be orders of magnitude worse for you next year. Trust me on that. You can what's today? December 24th. December 24th, Christmas Eve. Catch me next December 24th next year and see how things are going for you guys. You will be looking back longingly at 2025. So
this guy wants to get flown out like a female. When we went to the restaurant that day, bro, I was so pissed that old boy paid for the food. I was so mad that the white guy paid for the food. H&B Dawah. He paid for our food that one day. Bro, I literally told Warner, I got so mad at him and Henny in the car. I was like, bro, your guys are jokes for letting these guys pay for the food. Warner said, bro, let him pay for it. He's getting funded. Uthman's getting funded by people. Let him pay. I was like, what? Uthman's getting funded. I was embarrassed. Bro. You know what Warner told me?
I'll pause there for a second. So Uthman, one of the things that he does is he says he doesn't get funded. But this guy just let us know, even though he's not going after Uthman, not exposing Uthman in his, trying to expose the Warner, because the Warner said Uthman's getting funded. One of the things that he says, close down your Patreons if you guys are really doing this for God. Close down this if you really, turn off your monetization if you're really doing this for God. But really, behind the scenes, this guy's getting funded.
Mm-hmm. Weird.
Okay.
So Sheikh Uthman exposed as a liar, even when he's not trying to expose Sheikh Uthman. He's trying to expose the Warner, but as he's saying what the Warner did, he blurts out that Sheikh Uthman gets plenty of funding. Look at this awesome spread right here. And he again uses his powerful photoshopping abilities to cross out a face. Wow. Dawah. Matter of fact, let's take a couple super chats real quick so we can cleanse our minds for a few seconds before we continue with all the smashing hoes and so on.
Yeah, it's gonna get much, much, much worse for all the Dawah guys who are okay with this so far. Let's see how far you guys will be okay with this for next, 10 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, we'll wait for Zuriel, who's like, what is just a little weed? Zuriel, hey, you can post, what was just a little getting banged in the butt and just a little banging trannies, and I don't see a problem, what? D. Wood, were you the one who made the Winger hate song? No, I didn't know that there was such a song, but I approve already. Use stolen Winger's vid topic indexing feature yet? No, I don't know what that is, because I'd have to actually watch one of his videos one day to see whatever indexing feature he uses, and that's something that will never happen. I bet they didn't eat pork. Nope, they probably didn't. They probably didn't. Smashing hoes, getting high, getting drunk, all this stuff, messing with trannies, but, hey, we didn't eat pork, so we're still good to go with a law.
Someone said they must be fasting in this picture.
yeah, that's clearly this is clearly them fasting.
The sad thing is, it's true.
Yeah.
That's nowhere covers the fasting feast.
Yeah, that's true.
The Arabic term shafuni. You guys heard that before? Shafuni?
Shufuni, I think he means shafuni, which means they saw me. I hope that's what you mean. Otherwise, write it in Arabic letters and.
Shufuni.
What price is the Warner willing to pay to the Illuminati for Dawah? At least $1 worth of ZUTT cents. $1 worth of ZUTT cents. That'd be 100. Calling Muslim a Jew equals worse than insulting his mother. Yeah, that's apparently the case. Been following D-Wood for a while, but this year I started following Jai and DOC, and I've been impressed. God bless y'all, and hope you have a blessed Christmas. Yet, don't know if you're paying attention, Lamb Apologetics, but you'll be seeing Jai and DOC pretty soon. Merry Christmas. I love all you do by the grace of our Lord. What Islamic sources can I get on hand that suggests Muslims ought not observe Christmas? Well, I mean, they do have like the miracle of the incarnation. It's like perverted in their stuff, but they do have the miracle of the incarnation and the virgin birth. So you would wonder, well, why would they have such a problem with Christmas? And it's all the idea that Jesus is the Son of God, and that really flips them out. And so that's why they say things like, it would be better for you to murder someone than to celebrate Christmas, because Christmas would involve shirk, according to them. And that's worse than murder. That's worse than, child rape, all that stuff. But you could check out a couple of my recent videos. I went through a lot of their stuff on Christmas. I made, I think, like 3 videos having to deal with that. They cannot be different. It's only the Spirit of God that can transform a man. I love you, DOC. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, David, Jai, and DOC. Thank you for all you do for Christ. Make sure you continue to replenish yourselves. God bless y'all. That's good advice for everyone who does stuff. Given what we now know about the night of Al-ZUTT, a group of Muslims holding up one finger now makes me deeply uncomfortable. You have to wonder with their prostrations, face down, butt up, and then they're always talking about the finger. Look at the finger. The finger is you wonder what all this stuff really means. It's like they're constantly sending out signals, dog whistles. Is Malik a Mossad? Maybe he gave them all pagers. Yeah, maybe he's actually the one who came up with the pager plan, because, he was a rapper, and rappers had pagers back in the day. Please continue to remember us Nigerian Christians this Christmas. The Islamic Jihad is still full throttle. Also keep UK in your prayers. Yeah, fortunately, one good thing that's happened in 2025 is lots more Christians started paying attention to what's going on in Nigeria, and yet we will make sure that that awareness continues to grow in 2026. Mossad agents are intelligent. He's in deep cover. Yes, he is. Not deep in the Warner sense, but ideas for Boom Boom Room, Malik and Al-ZUTT and Ketchup. Guess you mean Sheikh Ibn Ketchup. What's the stats now for Muslims leaving Islam? Yeah, it went from 24 to 26% over the past couple of years, didn't it?
Yeah, it's going up. It's going up, and sometimes it's hard to calculate the numbers, especially in Muslim countries, because officially, they can be killed if they leave Islam. So you can't actually, but you can do it in countries like Iran, as you see it there. But yeah, it's definitely going up. I think the last thing we saw was 26, right?
26.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and I've seen 60 to 70% of people who convert to Islam leave it within a few years. So, I mean, think if most of the people you dupe into converting to Islam with your dawah, if most of them leave Islam, think about, do the math here, guys. You're creating more ex-Muslims than you're creating Muslims. You're creating more ex-Muslims. If 60 to 70% of the people you convince to convert to recite the Shahada actually leave Islam within a few years, you're creating more ex-Muslims than you're expanding the ex-Muslim community faster than you're expanding the Muslim community. Do the math. Do the math. Carry that out. Carry that out year after year after year. The math doesn't lie, and it spells disaster for you guys.
Did you say 67?
60 to 70.
6'7". Yeah, everyone's requesting a joke. I don't know. People think I was intending it when I was going. Some of the sources say she was 6. Some of the sources say it was 7. So you got 6, you got 7. And then everyone like in it's just 6'7". I wasn't even paying attention to that. But now my youngest kid who's 7, apparently it's even like with young people at school. Whenever you hear 6'7", what 6'7", 6'7"? Weird stuff. Yeah, I might need to make just a video titled 6'7", and it's about whether Aisha was 6 or 7 when Muhammad married her.
Oh, imagine making that association with 6'7". That
That'd be amazing.
would be
Yes.
great.
Oh, we could do that. No, we could do that.
Yeah.
No, we could actually train people to use it. Hey, whenever someone says 6'7", you say, "Oh, are you talking about whether Aisha was 6 or 7 when Muhammad married her?"
Good. Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah. See, guys, this is how ideas are born. Isn't Malik supposed to conceal his brother's sin? Yes. Revealing what's private is haram, except when you're the al-ZUTT with the Prophet. Yes, that's true. So, that sort of thing was publicized. But yeah, Malik's perspective was, this isn't just some private thing like this happened between you and this woman and you smashed that hoe and this and that. It's you are an obvious grifter using Islam to get money to live a life of smashing hoes. Again, when you hear me say smashing hoes, guys, this isn't me mocking them. That's their terms. That's their terms. They're talking about, they brag about smashing hoes and staying high. He's saying, no, there are things that you do need to expose publicly. Warner should probably get tested. Yep.
Yes, he should.
Went to Mecca together.
He's doing it every week. According to Malik, he's doing it every single week. He's with a new woman.
Yeah, he's the outbreak hunter.
So he should get tested.
Went to Mecca together means an al-ZUTT-ship. Yeah, and we've already seen that Ali Dawah basically has, when he's about to take the trip to Mecca, he gets a temporary wife to go along with him. And hey, I'll pay. It seems to be, hey, I'll pay for your trip. It's really expensive. I'll pay for your trip. You be my wife during the trip, and I'll bang you a bunch as we take the Hajj. And gosh, what is this religion, guys?
Yeah, by the way, Uthman let us know in the picture there. Uthman, he let us know that there's always happy endings in Mecca. Always happy endings in Mecca. And we'll hear that clip later on, by the way.
Yeah.
But he did say that.
Past 15 months, the wife and I have lost 6 family members due to cancer, accidents, and suicide. Wow. Love the Lord. Give yourself before it's too late. Ask for forgiveness, or the al-ZUTT will get you. Merry Christmas. Much love. It's good you're in good spirits. Yep.
Yeah, God bless you.
We are in a fallen world right now. Is this the worst the Dawah wars have ever been? It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad right now.
I've never seen it like this.
No.
I'm glad I left Islam when I did. This is terrible. They went so downhill so quickly in these last few years.
Mm.
And it's going to get worse in 2026. I need to set the record straight. We jinn get nasty, no doubt. But the night of al-ZUTT wasn't us. That was fully human on human. That was fully human on human nastiness. I think so too. Yeah, don't blame Muslims. Stop blaming the jinn. Right? You guys are letting jinn take credit for what the men of al-ZUTT did. The different levels of what's up?
They're acting like the jinn just walk around doing stuff. No one's ever seen these things. No, they just a gang of men did stuff in the desert and they blamed some supernatural creatures.
Yeah, it's just like, Yahya al-Kalbi, like, oh, that's actually Gabriel.
No, he's not.
It's actually Gabriel.
There's a man in your prophet's room that he was sat in his lap.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty creepy. The different levels of Dawah. Phase 1, you recite the Shahada. Phase 2, you offer butt play to convert strangers. Yep, that's apparently how it works. Their motto, you know, what happens in the Dawah stays in the Dawah, but then you got Malik spilling what happens in the Dawah. The last pick was that Ibn Fibbin Ketchup Boy's new bride. She looks like a little too old. Salam al-Masih, y'all.
Salam Masih.
Hey, keep in mind, we don't know that Sheikh Uthman's doing anything. The man is a saint. Yeah. Muhammad committed
Until he
shirk.
crosses Malik.
Yeah. Muhammad committed shirk when he worshipped the 30 BC of the ZUTT. Yep, that was shirk. This is absolutely cinema. By the way, have you watched the debate between Junior and Nick? No, haven't seen it yet. Can you explain how Junior is able to lie with such a straight face? Stupidity, right? I mean, if you're dumb enough to just believe anything, then you can say it and you might actually believe it. So you'd have a straight face with that.
I think Junior took a page out of Warner's book because I saw him on Inspiring Philosophy stream with Than and Nick actually. Was it yesterday? No, the day before, something like that. And he went in there and I think he took a page out of Warner's book and was like, he just does Dawah while he's high or something. I'm pretty sure that's what he does.
Narrated Ibn Mazut, Rasulullah was passed around by all 30 of them with just a single bath. Oh, yeah. For those of you who don't know the single bath reference, that was Muhammad's wife said that he would have sex with all of them in a single evening, jokes going one to the next, but he would only take one bath. Keep in mind, this is in the hot, nasty, 110-degree Arabian desert. So you can imagine the smell. D. Wood is going to have to update hotel, motel. Yeah, hotel, motel. Trying to figure out what hotel is actually in, because the song is Holiday Inn. Yeah, we could work with that. Hang on. I have moderate Muslim friends who would never do such things. They only travel as groups of 31, so everyone can play Momo. Wait a minute. Yep.
Nice.
Let's see. I live in the UK, and I know many Muslims who go to Agadir, Morocco. It's where they all go to cheat on their wives. Yep, they know the spots.
Yeah,
they know the spots.
Something about Morocco and Moroccan women. I didn't know Moroccan women were like that, but it seems like all these Dawah guys have Moroccan wives or they've been with Moroccan women. It's crazy. Like even it comes up with the Warner.
With the Warner, yeah.
But Muhammad Hijab, both wives Moroccan and whoever.
And Jake moves there.
Jake's got a Moroccan wife, and one of the other guys has a Moroccan wife too. It seems like these Moroccan women are all over these Dawah guys. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. If you won't take it in the butt, you are Mossad. That's how they roll. Fun fact: YouTube didn't allow moderate Muslim friends. Yeah, sad. D Wood, I made an ZUTT meme for you. Is there a way I can send it to you? Yeah, you can get my email address on my YouTube homepage. What if the ZUTT story is what Muhammad did to join the Illuminati? Yeah, that is a theory. That was the original Illuminati. Warner, remind me of Momo trying to get the strength of 30 men. That's what it sounds like. We need to silence the missionaries. Have you tried just like not doing bad stuff? That would shut us up real good. Yeah.
Yeah, just sit down, wait for the year to end. That's all they have to do. Just be quiet.
They had to give it to us before Christmas even. They had to give it to us.
Yep. They had to say, no, it's Christmas. We have to celebrate. What if Jesus didn't get the Injil from God, but rather is the Injil, and the Gospels we have are 4 retellings of the same story for backup because the story is too important to rely on just one? Well, I mean, the word gospel it means good news or good proclamation. But it referred to specific kinds of good news, like really, really big, world-changing good news. So it says that Jesus preached the gospel. So the gospel can be a message that you're speaking. If you're talking about a text that's in the hand of Christians, that would be what's called the fourfold gospel. Let's see. Tell him it's Christ-like to expose all those brood of vipers. Yeah, that's Malik. Like it or not, that is one of the best things you've ever done from the Christian perspective. And they were corrupt, right? Which ones? I don't know what that was a follow-up to. God bless you guys. Merry Christmas and lots of love from Germany. Keep up the good work. Jesus is king. That's true.
Amen.
Thanks for the verification. Matweek from Warner to Man Warmer. from Warner to
Oh, that's
Man.
I like
that's
that.
That's brother Danny. He's the one who challenged Malik on didn't you say wallahi about Warner want to take him with the butt? He's like, did I?
And
You got the clip?
Oopsie.
He,
Danny said, yeah, we got the clip.
and he did say wallah.
Yeah, he did.
Oops, did I do that? Serious question. Is Photoshop haram because it is from the West, or halal because it helps with taqiyya and lying for dawah? Yeah, no, as long as you can use it for lying, then they're okay with it. Note how they warned their fan base that there could be a nasty revelation on the horizon. Momo Hijab did the same, and did it work? Nope. Yeah, that's the problem. They get the idea that you should sort of prepare the way. Like when Mohammed Hijab started, he knew a scandal was going to come out, so he started going, oh, Elon Musk has threatened to use his billions of dollars to set me up for a scandal. And then it comes out and like no one's buying it except for his stupidest fans. So, yeah, doesn't work. This needs rendition of Because I Got High song. I don't know that one.
I was going to go do Dawah.
And then I got
ZUTT. Insane what AI is able to do. Until now, I thought this is D. Wood, but now I call you out, Mike Winger. Stop photoshopping and using this fake Santa hat. Conspiracy theories. Everyone going full Candace Owens here. Sneeko seems trapped. I feel he wants out, but can't. Yeah, that's the thing. They trap you in there.
But I think he likes it. I think he's like, wait, that's what Dawah's about. This is what Islam's about. He's like, yeah, I could live like this.
I mean, what has he given up really?
He hasn't given up anything according to Malik.
Same lifestyle.
Yeah.
Except maybe for the alcohol.
He just got some, new Dawah dollars probably. He gets to go to Middle East and vacations, and they probably pay for everything and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Seriously, I mean, it's I would take it as pretty obvious that someone handed Sneeko a fat stack of cash to get involved in all this. But you come to Dawah for the cash, you stay for all the smashing hoes and getting high and stuff. And it's in a good environment because you have all these guys who are gonna cover for you because you're their connection. And anyway, and they have dirt on you and so on. Anyway. He's doing this because he's planning his salvation by committing a jihad attack. No, I think these guys are cowards. Would, but not in the ZUTT sense. Yep. Can Muslims legally smoke with Sharia law?
Technically, it's haram to smoke anything. Because Muhammad said you can't harm your body in that way. Like any intoxicant is haram, and tobacco is haram. It's an intoxicant.
Merry Christmas to you all. Sheikh GPT Jr. is the gift that keeps on giving, especially on X. God bless you all. Christ is King. Yeah, it is funny watching, like, now they have like Junior and so on as their representatives. It's like how much worse can you guys, how low can you guys go? You guys went from Ahmed Didat and Zakir Naik to then
Junior
to Junior in 2 decades. Where are they going to be 10 years from now? Saitam is smiling.
What's funny is though that is like, remember that video that Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawah did? Who wants to be the next Zakir Naik? Like, what's funny is that they think that they're the ones who get to pick the next Zakir Naik. They think that they're the ones who have the power to do that.
We pick your guys.
No, that's not it. We pick your guys.
But how is it that everybody's advancing over time and they're regressing?
Good question.
Yeah, and I want to, I don't know if they fully comprehend how much we choose their Dawah guys for them, but I want to actually I was thinking about issuing a challenge at some point. It's like, guys, you Muslims pick one of your like most insanely idiotic tactical moron dopes in Dawah and say, tell us, there's no way you can make this guy popular. Pick one. Pick one to do that, and watch us make him the face of Dawah. Like we're going to help Junior. We're going to help Junior, but if you really want to do it as a challenge, you pick the guy and see if we can make him the new face of Dawah. Here we have a comment from a Muslim, not a fan of the Dawah guys. So this is actually interesting here. And to be clear, guys, when we say it doesn't bother them, we're not talking about Muslims in general. There are all kinds of Muslims who have all kinds of problems with the Dawah guys and think they're disgusting. I'm talking about when we talk about they don't have a problem, we're talking about their fans. Their fans, the people who rally around the Dawah guys and treat them like heroes. Those are the guys. It does not matter what you do. You could get exposed for 1,000 scandals behind the scenes. Their fans just do not care. As long as they see video clips of you giving out Qurans at the park and getting people to recite the Shahada, that's all that matters to them. You could be mass murdering people behind the scenes. They wouldn't care even slightly. But a Muslim here says, as a Muslim, I totally agree with you, Mr. Wood. Keep up the good work. By the way, what is your view about Edip Yüksel? I remember contacting him a while ago, and we're thinking about setting something up because I know he has very different views from a lot of the Dawah guys. I think I wanted him. He's one of the guys who talks about the mathematical miracles,
Yeah, he's
right?
a Quran only. Quran only. I talked to him once on Clubhouse about like the different Qurans and stuff like that. He didn't have good arguments for why he chose the Hafs as like, because that's the one that they choose. Even a Quran only Muslims, it's like, why you guys aren't Sunnis, or like why do you guys choose that one? There's like a bunch of other ones you guys could pick. He doesn't really have good answers to that. But yeah, so I guess this guy's Quran only. So it looks like the Quran only guys are against. I mean, they're against the Dawah guys. So
Yeah, I think he's isn't he like the successor to
Rashad Khalifa?
yeah, who got killed for having some wrong views. He got killed by his fellow Muslims. So I think Edip Yüksel is one of the guys who defends the mathematical miracles, and I kind of wanted like do a show where he actually goes through all that, and then we get it. We wanted to see it from someone who's not like just regular Dawah guy who usually is too dumb to understand the argument. Wanted it from someone who's actually smart enough to say exactly what the argument is. But I don't know, maybe sometime in the future we'll see. Can you engage in a dialogue or debate since he made an invitation to you in one of his videos? Merry Christmas. Invitation in one of my videos. I mean, invitation in one of his videos. Yeah, send me the link on X or something like that. I'll check it out. That dude is getting the Mossad Agent of the Year award. Yeah, I mean, this guy single-handedly wrecked the Dawah. In the spirit of the Warner, if you ever need someone to go undercover at a furry convention, I will take one for the team. Please, guys, document these lies about Islam so that we can download and use. Guys, equals D-Wood, Giant DOC, Deliminator, Rob Christian, God Logic. Thanks. Oh, yeah. Trust us. We're going to have this handy for a long time. So the concept of Burr, just a one-time obligation to Allah's commands or to be followed at all times. My understanding was the latter.
Bir. Bir just means righteousness. And you're meant to be following Allah's commands at all times.
So maybe this is Warner's kind of idea where you can just do anything you want to do. You just kiss the black stone. You're you're clean start, completely righteous, and I don't know. Good to know.
Good to know. That's interesting because Burr in Ethiopian is their money. They say 50 Burr. That's what I thought. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
50 Burr.
Thanks a lot, D. Wood. You said 434 would be fine against my wife since she confused you with Mike Winger. Now I'm sleeping on the couch. Well, that's on you. That's on you. There are consequences for everything, as we're about to see. All right, let's get back to this fun video.
Told me that he only goes out with people that wine and dine him. By the way, guys, you know Warner's been married 9 times? Warner's been married 9 times. 9.
That's
9 times, chat.
Well, Muhammad was married.
Muta. This guy's a muta. Bro, this guy went on vacation with a Moroccan girl, married her for 5 minutes, and then divorced her on the way home.
Just 5 minutes?
If I'm lying, I'm dying. This guy literally, and by the way, you think like he got married 9 times, like that's enough. Brother, this guy's smashing girls every weekend.
So he's talking about, hey, these are the women he's married, but he's smashing girls every weekend as well.
Every weekend.
Every weekend.
That's when he needs to get tested. And look at who he's standing next to.
He's standing next to the Monsieur champion of 2025 in the middle there, Mimi, and
Ali
Dawah, who took a second wife to Mecca, divorced her also on the way home.
And Sneako's just chilling on the side there.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, guys, this is the stuff we hear about. I mean, it's like the principle of like a cockroach. The idea is if you see a cockroach in your house, there are others. There are others that you don't see, right? So if you see one, guess what? There are more because there's a community of them somewhere. But it's like this. It's like if this is the stuff that we hear about randomly, how much stuff is there going on behind the scenes? This is, I mean, look at this lineup. Sneeko, The Warner, I'll take it up the pot. Muhammad Hijab, hey, take my hotel wife. Ali Dawah, hey, yo, you're going to be on my show. I'll take you, I'll pay for your Hajj if you let me bang you the whole time. Yeah. These are the guys telling us.
By the way, Daniel tried to do an Ali Dawah impression when he was responding to
Daniel Hakikachu tried to do an Ali Dawah impression.
Yeah, because
I've got to see that.
He signed the document against Daniel.
Yeah,
and so he did an Ali Dawah impersonation. It wasn't as good as yours, but it was hilarious.
Daniel, I know you're trying to be like me, man, but dude, ain't no thing like me except me. But you keep trying. You keep trying, man.
I just like how this was like a by the way, though. Like, by the way, guys, I mean, Warner had 9 wives. Like, this is just a by the way. Like, he's just like scratching the surface. He's like, he got so much on this guy. He's just coming up with random thoughts. Like, oh yeah, brother, he's got 9 wives.
Yeah,
and like everyone's like, what?
And again, keep in mind, so this is like the condensed version where you have the most relevant clips and stuff like that. But he was saying along the way, guys, this is tip of the iceberg. This is a warning to the Warner that here's some stuff I'm going to share. But you know how much more I know. You know how much more I know. So take the warning now and back down. And
he had people coming up on the mic and they were like, "Oh yeah, we know you got tons more. It's like, you want just end it now because we know you can bury this guy. You can end his career. We all know that." So again, all the Dawah guys know this stuff and everything that he's saying publicly right now. Apparently, like you said, he got like a million times worse stuff that he hasn't said.
Yeah, and Jai's right. He's like, hey. He's like having people join the discussion. He's like, hey, you know how much more I know than what I'm sharing now. Yeah, you know way, way more. It's like, what's that? It means all these guys, this is just common knowledge among the Dawah guys. It's common knowledge.
Yeah.
This guy's a bro. This guy went on vacation with a Moroccan girl, married her for 5 minutes, and then divorced her on the way home. If I'm lying, I'm dying. This guy literally, and by the way, you think like he got married 9 times, like that's enough. Brother, this guy's smashing girls every weekend. Malik, I just smashed this chick. I'm like, bro, why are you even doing that?
By the way, everyone be sure to smash that like button like the Warner wants the Illuminati to smash his behind.
Yeah.
Why don't you fall in love with a proper girl and get married? Nah, bro, I'm smashing every weekend. Yeah, I just hit it and I ran. Bro, this guy is literally the darkest of people. Warner called me while he was in Miami, and he had a chick. He was on FaceTime. He had a chick in his bed.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What's up?
I just want to be clear on something because he's the darkest of people, but that darkness is not what made him turn against him or expose him.
Yep. None of that.
Just that he called him Jewish.
He called me a Jew. And so, I mean, keep in mind, this guy Malik knows that this guy was taking Dawah donations and using them for weed and to fund his lifestyle of going around smashing hoes, doing mutta marriages and so on. Different girl every weekend. He's just smashing left and right. But hey, don't call me a Jew. That's where you've crossed the line.
Yep.
This guy had a chick in his bed calling me on FaceTime. A random girl that he picked up. Let's keep going. You want me to keep going? This is the guy. May Allah curse me if I'm lying. This guy called me in Miami with a girl in his right hand.
May Allah curse me if I'm lying. But now he says, no, I was just lying after the Dawah guys calmed him down.
Their left hand, literally, probably old. That shit was like 8 months ago.
This was just 8 months ago. This wasn't 10 years ago. This is 2025, guys. This is 2025. The Warner is FaceTiming him with his girl of the week in bed with him. And he said, hey, look at this. He's bragging about the life.
I had Jake.
What's that?
I mean, I don't know if that's like a thing that like people do or I mean, I don't even like that's something that people like they just like oh, I'm with this girl, let me call my best friend and like, hey, check this out. It's like, is that I mean, maybe like I don't know, like teenagers or something who don't know God or something like that. Maybe I don't know, but these guys are like in their 30s and like 40s and stuff like that, and they're just like they're still.
I don't know anyone who lives like this.
Yeah, like who lives like that?
And I've been on the Muslim side of things and the Christian side of things. I don't know anyone who lives like this.
It's just like
it's insane.
Yeah, and he's sitting there in bed with his smash girl of the week, and he's FaceTiming Malik, going, "Yo, Malik, you hear back from the Illuminati yet on my offer, man? You hear back yet? Because hey, I'm down. I'm with that. We can negotiate that one. We can negotiate that one time. You know, it's negotiable. It's negotiable. You know, that's just the starting. That's just the opening bid. Opening bid. One time in my butt. But you know, we can negotiate this. What is this? This is Dawah.
Speaking, Henny, I had all of them begging me, yo, don't do it. Don't do it. Well, I have pics on my phone of this guy on FaceTime, bro, with a girl in his bed, lying on his shoulder, bro.
He kept the pictures, guys. He said he kept the pictures.
Yeah, look at you, bro. So as long as it's kuffar and Christian chicks, I don't care.
Did you hear that? He read a comment from a Muslim saying, "Hey, as long as it's kuffar and Christian chicks, I don't care." What do we keep saying? What do we keep saying? They don't care. He just said, "Hey, as long as the Warner's going and he's smashing non-Muslim hoes, I don't care. He could do that all day. He could bang thousands and thousands of kuffar girls. I don't care at all, as long as he's handing out the Qurans."
Wow.
This is Dawah, guys.
Good. That's really good. Hey, chat, who knows about Warner and Adam Saleh having threesomes? You want me to start name dropping your whole life? You and Adam.
There they are. That's the Warner and Adam Saleh.
Right.
Yep, Adam Saleh, who just debated God Logic at when we were in Times Square, and you always knew with Adam Saleh because he was from back in the day when he had like a prank channel, but he'd always have these girls all over his show constantly, and you see them all hanging. It was obvious what was going on with Adam Saleh, but now we have the confirmation that Adam Saleh and the Warner were having threesomes. Interesting. Are either one of their fans going to care? Nope. As long as they're doing it to non-Muslim girl. What if it's a Muslim girl? Well, then you have to marry her and make her your hotel wife, but treat her the same way.
Yeah, as long as it's no Muslim girls, but Muslim boys, it's okay. They're doing it to each other. They're in the bed together. They're like, oh yeah, that's okay. As long as they're in bed together with a non-Muslim, that's okay.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, that's to understand the difference when Malik was talking about mutta, that he's doing mutta, that's what you would be doing with a Muslim woman, right? She's going to want to be married to do this. So, okay, I just want to marry you for 5 minutes or for 3 hours or 2 days or whatever. Have sex with you. I just want to marry you for this Hajj trip, like with what Ali Dawah did. Just going to marry you for that little bit of time. That's what you would do with a Muslim woman. With the kuffar, no, you just smash them left and right, 3 ways, all that stuff. Yeah, that's all fine. That's all fine. That's all done. And we don't care. We don't care because they're non-Muslims. But if it's a Muslim girl, yeah, do the exact same thing. Just have them agree to marry you for a couple hours, and that way they're treated so much better. What are you treating them at? You're treating them as prostitutes. You're treating the kuffar. You're just treating them as hoes. Your words. The Muslim women, you're treating them like prostitutes. I will pay you to be married to you for 5 minutes or for 3 hours or whatever it takes. He said 5 minutes, according to Malik here for the Warner.
It seems like he likes non-Muslim girls more than the Muslim girls. I mean, he said he's with 9 Muslim girls, right? 9 Muslim girls, but every weekend he's with a non-Muslim girl. So it seems like they prefer the non-Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's really good. Hey, chat, who knows about Warner and Adam Saleh having threesomes? You want me to start name dropping your whole life? You and Adam? You telling me about you and Adam doing threesomes together on Dawah trips? Come on.
Apparently, Adam was trying to calm him down. He's speaking directly at him. Hey, y'all want to hear about Adam? Adam's like, shut up, man, shut up. He's like, oh, y'all want to hear about Adam? Huh? And the threesomes him and the Warner are having?
Having 3 Ps with Adam? Come on. I'm not even warming up on you. Adam's wife dropped him, and it was all because Adam was having threesomes in Chicago. Adam was having threesomes in Chicago, and Warner was sitting there watching. He was having threesomes.
So in Chicago, so they're talking about threesomes when they go on their Dawah trips and stuff, but then in Chicago, Adam was having a threesome, and the Warner's sitting there watching. So he's sitting there, he's sitting behind the Diddy line.
Yes. Wow. That's crazy.
He's just watching. Oh, look at that. It's like it's like watching porn. I'm sitting here watching Adam and some other dude bang this chick, and I just get to sit here and watch. This is Dawah, guys. These are some of the most popular Dawah guys there are who are involved in this whole thing. Adam has millions of subscribers on his channel, preaching Islam to everyone. They're sitting there having three ways while Abdullah ibn Masud here watches from behind the Diddy line or the Diddy chair, whatever you want to call it.
The Warner has 635,000 subscribers. 635,000 subscribers. That's the Warner. And he's watching Adam, do threesomes in Chicago.
Sitting there in the chair. Yeah,
sitting in the chair on wherever he, behind the Diddy line.
And who pays for these Dawah trips?
The Muslims.
The Muslims. And ask the Muslims, does it bother you? No, we don't care. Well, no, it's fine. As long as kuffar women, or if it's a Muslim girl you're treating like a prostitute, then just marry her for a couple hours while you have your three-way and the Warner watches.
In Chicago, and Uthman, is he gonna stand on that? Yeah. Is he gonna stand on that? I don't care. I don't have shit to say about Uthman, to be honest. Unless something gets said about me, I ain't got nothing to say.
Did you just hear what he said? I'm not going to say anything about Uthman unless someone says something about me. Did you guys just catch that?
Wow.
I'm not exposing Uthman unless someone says something about me. In other words, unless Uthman comes out and says, "Oh, I can't believe this guy's a lawyer. This guy's lying. He is an agent of Mossad." Then I'll say something. But right now, no. You just saw it, guys. That was a warning. That was a warning.
It was
Uthman,
a big warning.
keep your face out of this. Do not say anything about me. Do not attack me. I'm not saying anything about you right now, but I can if I want to. And if you want to go, we could go. Interesting.
Man, that's
all because
crazy.
Warner don't rock with me? No, all because Warner told Jake that I'm an undercover. So I have to expose.
Did you hear that? All because he said I'm an undercover. That's it. That's what's causing all this. And we're tossing Adam in there. We're tossing Sneeko in there. We're tossing all these guys in there. We're even tossing the Muslim Lantern in there. We're exposing everybody just like by association here, except for Sheikh Uthman.
All those guys are they're just like catching strays because they're all associated with the Warner. So it's like they're all getting exposed too. But he knows this stuff because the Warner. So it's like, well, you guys are mad? We'll blame the Warner. That's it. It's his fault. He told me. He's the one who gave me the pictures of you and Sneeko. He's the one who gave me pictures of you and Adam. It's his fault. So they're all catching.
He's punishing the Warner by taking all these other people off, by exposing them, so they all come back to the Warner and said, "Hey, you told your friend, your old boy here, who exposed all of us with his big mouth."
Yep.
The real undercover. Can you believe that Warner comes to me like this? He's like, Malik, I don't know how I get away with everything with the Dawah. It's so funny, bro. This is how he talks. It's so funny, bro. I never get caught or called out for my stuff. It's because I'm big. Even, bro, when I had a girl, I came to him about the girl. He told me, bro, why are you trying to be with this girl and marry her, bro? Just fuck and keep pushing. That's his advice to me, guys.
You guys catching this? So it's...
Wow.
It's not just this is how the Warner and the rest of these guys live. If someone actually wants to live better and marry someone and spend his life with it, they say, "Why are you doing that? What are you, stupid? What are you, stupid? You could just be smashing a different girl every week like us. Why do you want to get tied down, man? Unless it's to join the Illuminati, but why do you want to get tied down, man?"
Wow.
The Muslim men and women of the world, Muslim parents of the world. You want your sons to become da'is? You want to send them into this environment? If so, that tells us a lot about you.
That's what you get from this guy.
Oh,
this guy is not the people.
What's up?
On the far left, that's Muslim Lantern, because a lot of people don't think they know who he is, but Muslims really care about this guy for some reason, and I just want to let people know. He's going to come up. That's the Muslim Lantern on the far left right there.
So we've got, we know Muhammad Hijab there. I don't know the guy on the right. We got Muhammad Hijab. We got the Warner in the middle. We've got Sneeko. And then we got Muslim Lantern all the way on the left.
Yep.
You know, in real life. This is not the guy you know. Warner hands out Qurans. Brother, Jazakallah khair. Brother, and then behind the scene, bro, let's bitches. Nah, all that, bro. I'm talking about, bro, people who literally go to the clubs at nights and hand out Qurans during the day. What the hell is that?
Clubs at night. You go to the clubs at night, pick up girls to smash, and then you hand out Qurans during the day. That's Dawah life.
Like, who gives Dawah with a diamond chain on? These guys, bro, were in the club with T-monsters. And Warner's like, oh, I didn't know that. But he knew it the whole time. He's like, no, I did know actually, but he's like, I don't care. Bro, these guys, bro, all fake.
That's when he's talking about trans people, right?
Yeah. So Warner is saying, I didn't know, but actually no, I really knew. I just didn't care. So
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
If it looks like a girl,
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good to go, man. If it looks like a girl. I mean,
Allah made it appear to look like a girl.
Well, he doesn't mind that, does he? We already know that he doesn't mind if it's a guy because he does threesomes with guys.
That's true.
He could be bisexual or something.
And he wants to get up the butt by Illuminati as well.
yeah.
But
So
maybe
yeah, do the math here,
his
guys.
mindset is like-
He's okay. He's okay. Rub-a-dubbing in the club with some people from the trans community. He does 3 ways with other guys. It's like 1 girl, 2 guys. So got to be careful there. Apparently, he doesn't mind crossing swords during these little rendezvous, and he volunteers to take it up the butt if it will enhance his Dawah career. So do the math.
And don't forget that Malik called him a woman graper as well. I mean, it doesn't come up in the voice at all, but that was something he said in text to him in private, that he's a woman graper. That's what Malik said.
Yep.
Bro, Adam and all them, bro, all fake at the club with he-she's and then going to debate logic and getting baked.
Wait, did he just say get baked?
He admitted that they got baked.
Wow.
Oh,
Wait, so that might have been like a particular. I don't know if this was in California or New York, but Adam actually went up. Yeah, so apparently they were up in New York. Guys, we have the video of Adam rolling up to debate God logic in New York, but apparently before that they were rub-a-dubbing with he-she's up in a club, and these are Dawah heroes, guys.
I did know actually, but he's like, I don't care. Bro, these guys, bro, all fake. Bro, Adam and all them, bro, all fake at the club with he-she's and then going to debate logic and getting baked. And then Uthman comes like, Wallah, he meet us in Times Square. Bro, why were you not in Times Square when he was there? Logic.
Dang. You hear this?
Yeah.
Calling him out. Yeah, because we told people like 3 or 4 months ahead of time, we're all going to be in Times Square. Anyone who wants to show up for debate. Sheikh Uthman didn't show up. The Warner didn't show up. Adam showed up.
Later. He comes like a week later. He's like, show up. Where are you guys?
Yeah, it's kind of like now. Oh, I challenge everyone to debate. Oh, no, Christmas Eve.
Logic cannot show up over here and let us know what it is. Y'all don't even listen. I'm gonna be honest. These guys, bro, all of them fake.
Wait, did he just toss Sheikh Uthman in there as well?
Yep.
He said all.
He said all. I mean, he just mentioned it. Yep.
Yep.
Fake. They're all fake, guys.
All of them. And you think Sneeko's any better? Him and Sneeko, bro. I got pictures of him and Sneeko slapping girls' asses, bro. Shit he sent me. I got everything. You're in the club with Amber Rose and Sneeko? What did Sneeko do wrong? Bro, they hit the club. Bro, Sneeko was in a whole relationship with Amber Rose. And Warner was sitting there like the security guard. Bro, Warner was slapping girls' asses in the UK calling me like, yo, I slapped this girl's ass and she had a problem with me. Like, this is the convo he calls me about. He be helping Sneeko? Yes. Bro, he...
What's up?
So the Warner, he hears about all these like grooming gangs in the UK. So he's like, oh, so this is like a thing in the UK. So he comes to the UK, he just like sees this girl and he just smacks her on the butt. And she's like, what are you doing? What?
She had a problem.
What this woman got a problem with me smacking her on the butt? It's like I thought this was the grooming gang capital of the world. What's going on here? So he calls up Malik to complain about it. This girl actually had a problem with me for smacking her on the butt.
Yeah, what's wrong with these girls? What's wrong with these girls out here in the UK?
I thought this was the grooming.
So this fits in with the woman graper idea.
Yes.
If he's touching these ladies against their will.
And he thinks that's fine. And it's confusing to him why they would have any sort of resistance against that. He does sound like someone who would fit the description that didn't come from us, guys. It's his buddy Malik, who's been funding his Dawah for years, saying he is a grapist.
Wow.
Help Sneeko do all his crap, bro. You run trains and rooms together.
You just say running trains
for that
together.
right there. Yeah, people were saying, but he helps Sneeko. Like, what do you mean he helps Sneeko? So he takes it as, yeah, he helps Sneeko do all the bad stuff. So that's what he's saying there. Because people are like, wait, doesn't he help Sneeko?
Calls me about. He be helping Sneeko? Yes. Bro, he helps Sneeko do all his crap, bro. You do run trains in rooms together. Adam and Slim and Sneeko all run trains in rooms together with Warner there.
You hear this? Adam, Slim, Sneeko, running trains on girls, and the Warner sitting there watching the whole thing.
Dude is a freak, man. What the heck?
What's with the watching business?
Yeah, what is up with that? I mean, like, I'm not saying to do the. I mean, what? I don't understand what this guy. This guy is some sort of pervert or something. I don't know. He's some kind of creep.
Well, don't let that affect your donations to him, fans, because you know what he's using it for. So if you're cool with it, if you're cool with him using it for his trips, where he already said he takes part in threesomes, but he also just likes to watch. Hey, maybe your name should be the Watcher.
Instead of the Warner, the Watcher.
Call him, everyone, you heard it here. He is the Watcher. The Watcher. We can put the little clips together about him watching.
Maybe he's called the Warner because he sat there watching like a bodyguard, and he warns them if anyone else is coming.
Oh yeah.
Hey, someone's coming! Don't let them see you banging, running the train on this hoe.
Amber Rose. Don't let them see with the Amber Rose.
You want to talk about booty hole? I'm not into men. I'm not into men, brother. I'm into women. These guys cover up because they want Warner as a security guard. Sneeko's told him to his face that he's just some security guard for him. Listen, what do you think that him and Sneeko do? And Myron. But by the way, chat, you know that these guys, they lie. They say, oh, we don't like Myron. We don't like Myron. But they went.
Is that Myron Gaines? You know who they're talking about? Or is that some other Myron?
Fresher Fit. Yeah, Fresher Fit.
Oh, so wait,
Myron.
the Fresh and Fit, the guy who's always surrounded by a bunch of OnlyFans girls, and they're rolling with him to do stuff? Huh.
Yep.
Yes.
So all the Dawah guys are like always calling him out, right? Like Muhammad Hijaz was calling him out. Oh, this guy thinks he's a Muslim. He says he's a Muslim, and
But they love him on the down low.
But
and
really,
they go trips with him.
Behind the scenes, they're going to Colombia and they're doing all sorts of crazy stuff.
Wild times.
Colombia with Myron. Chat, what were they doing in Colombia? What did him and Sneeko do in Colombia? And Myron? Guys, these guys were smashing birds in Colombia.
Just so you know, guys, birds, there is slang. They weren't actually like going and finding pigeons and smashing them. That refers to girls.
Bro, wallahi, may Allah curse me if I'm lying.
Strong language. Sounds like you really mean it. So don't come back to us later and say, oh no, I made all that stuff up after they paid me off.
I got the receipt right here. He told me he was in Colombia with Myron, FaceTiming me. I saw him on FaceTime with Myron, what they were doing. How they had girls with bikinis in their house and they were licking on their you-know-what in front of...
So you had pictures of them licking the girls on their you-know-whats. Him and Myron, who is always surrounded by a bunch of OnlyFans girls, and you've got all the girls and he's sitting there posting pictures of them licking the girls.
If I'm lying, I got the receipt right here. He told me he was in Colombia with Myron, FaceTiming me. I saw him on FaceTime with Myron, what they were doing. How they had girls with bikinis in their house and they were licking on their you-know-what in front of people and taking videos.
So that when you go to Allah, ask for whatever you want, bro. When you're making dua, I would be very specific in my prayers when it comes to what kind of a woman I want. I'm talking body parts. I would be in detail. I want this kind of hair. I want this kind of eye. Yeah.
What is it to me?
I'm being honest. Same goes with you, bro. Bro, let me tell you something. You have to be, bro, go into detail. This is Allah, bro.
You know what's crazy? I saw in your face right now, you visualize like a Spanish, like Latino woman, man. Like,
guys, these guys were smashing birds in Colombia.
You visualize like a Spanish, like Latino woman, man. Like,
so look, Jai looks like
Sneeko knows that.
Yeah, Jai looks. Everyone catch that? Jai put that clip in there. So this is Sneeko after their trip to Colombia, and Ali Dawah saying, "Yo, so when you're asking Allah for a woman, then you need to be specific and tell him what kind of body parts you want her to have and stuff like that." And it's like because Allah, he's like Mr. Potato Head. It's Mr. Potato Head. He can just kind of piece together whatever you want and give you that. And the Warner starts smiling. Sneeko picks up and he's like, I can tell. I know what the Warner's thinking about. He's thinking about hot Latino, blah blah blah. Why? Because you saw what he's interested in Colombia.
Wow.
You can free yourself, bro, from literally, bro. You can free yourself from this mentality.
Who? Free myself from who?
From the way of life that these guys live.
Who's these guys?
Hey, so now you have Malik here saying you can free yourself from this life. Malik, are you actually helping them free themselves from this life? If you say no, I was just lying about all this stuff. Huh?
Good question. Good
No,
question.
no, right now, Malik, I'm not talking about anyone else. Right now, you are trying to help them cover this up so that they can continue this life. Don't tell us about your religion or how devoted you are to your religion, dude. Yeah, you got some points for doing this, but what was this all about? It was just because, oh no, what? Don't you dare call me a Jew. Don't you dare say I work for the Jews. That's what made you do all of this. But as soon as you get an apology over that and some, here's the money back, then all of a sudden you're back to helping them cover this up. You're sitting here saying, oh, you can free yourself from this. You're helping this continue instead of being a man saying, yeah, I said it. And no, they're not going to get me to back down on this. Coward. Now you're a coward.
Who are these people?
All the Dawah guys. This
All
fake
of them?
lifestyle.
All of them?
He just said all the Dawah guys. Let me back that up.
This mentality.
Who? Free myself from who?
From the way of life that these guys live.
Who's
the
these
Dawah
guys? Who are these people?
All the Dawah guys.
All the
This
Dawah.
fake lifestyle.
All of them are bad?
Yeah, all of them.
That's
Drop
OD.
names.
All of them.
Wow.
He's been hanging out with all of them. He's saying they're all like this.
All of them. Especially this fat boy too on the screen.
You could say Warner, but I mean, like Muslim Lantern's bad?
Now look, did you guys catch this? Did you guys catch what just happened? He said all of them are bad. And this guy goes, wait, you're saying even someone like super nice, innocent Muslim Lantern? I mean, he obviously went to his mind and said, who is the person I cannot even imagine being into all this stuff? You can't say all. Don't say all, because I can think of Muslim Lantern. There's no way Muslim Lantern is involved in this. Back this up slightly.
Wait, doesn't he say like name drop? Like he's basically saying name any Dawah guy. Like this guy could have said any Dawah guy in the world, and Malik would have had like a file on him. Like, oh yeah, Warner did this with him. Oh yeah, Sneeko did this with him. Oh, Adam and his he-she thing did this with them. So he basically challenges this guy to say any Dawah guy, and the one Dawah guy he names, the Muslim Lantern. And yep,
find me one Dawah guy who's not into this stuff. Okay, I'll give you the best of the best, the pillar of virtue in the Muslim Ummah, in the Dawah community, and that is Muslim Lantern. There's no way he's involved in any of this. Let's see.
Are bad?
Yeah, all of them.
That's
Drop
OD.
names. All of them. Especially this fat boy too on the screen.
You could say Warner, but I mean, like Muslim Lantern's bad?
Yeah, Muslim Lantern's with him, doing it too.
You think he knows any of the stuff he's doing?
Brother, I have receipts of him and Muslim Lantern and Sneeko in Bosnia bitches. What are you on about?
Okay, that's crazy.
Do you catch that, guys?
Check out the stream. Check out the stream there.
Bosnia with Warner and Muslim Lantern.
Yep.
Everyone see this? So this is Malik. Malik saying, guys, you don't realize this is all of them. They're all doing this. And a guy who called in is like, come on, you can't say that about Muslim Lantern. He's so innocent. He's like, what Muslim Lantern? Muslim Lantern, he was in Bosnia with Sneeko and the Warner, and they're banging girls left and right. And then we actually know when this was. They do it during their Dawah trips. They say, hey, we're going to go do a Dawah trip in Bosnia. We're going to convert Bosnia. And they're out there banging women left and right. Hitting the clubs left and right. These are the heroes of Dawah, guys.
Yeah, if you go through Sneeko's lives, by the way, I remember I did this one time when Uthman gave him a shout out. He's like, everyone, all the Muslims, go check out his channel. So I was like, okay, what kind of content are they getting? And I go over there, I check out one of his lives. It says Sneeko's in Thailand with a Warner. And now I'm thinking every single time they're in some foreign country.
Thailand.
Yeah, what are they doing? And now every time I see them in another country, I'm like, okay, I know what they're doing now.
We know what they're doing.
Guess who else went to Bosnia? Mimi Hijab.
Oh yeah. Muhammad Hijab was there too.
And he was there with Sneeko and Musa. Adnan son.
Yep, Anwar Rashid's son.
Doing a great job, guys. Dawah's very strong.
I promise you, bro.
That's
I have
crazy.
it. Well, I have the text. I have the text. They were all three of them in Bosnia. Bro, they were fucking hoes. Yes, in Bosnia. Yes, they were.
All of them?
That's out of his mouth. He said they all did it.
But like the lantern, bro. Are we sure? You know,
not the lantern. No.
What you're saying is facts.
Look at the
Because like he could just be looking for a second wife, right?
Brother, brother, this is what Warner said. I wasn't there. I'm just saying, I didn't even... Why y'all so zoomed in on Muslim Lantern?
And keep in mind, I mean, Malik obviously is saying he didn't approve of this stuff, and yet Warner's just sharing this stuff left and right. What's that mean? These guys brag about it. These behind the scenes, these guys are bragging about it. Hey, guess how many girls I smashed?
Yeah.
Well, what about when they were in?
This new guy who came up, he tries to make like an excuse, like, well, how do you know that Muslim Lantern wasn't just trying to get a second wife? Like that's what he. If you go back, that's what he said. He tries to find an excuse for him. Like they don't care about the. They're just trying to excuse all this stuff. It's
yeah, but they learned that with Muhammad. Oh, why did Muhammad bang a little? It was to strengthen his relationship with Abu Bakr. That's why he had to bang his little daughter. They always come up with excuses to try and justify this stuff.
Colombia with Myron, and they were effing people out there and doing all that. Like why are you focused on Muslim Lantern? Get busy on Myron.
Myron, is he even? Does he even say he's not practicing?
They go to Colombia with him though. The same Muslims that pass out Qurans going to Colombia with Myron.
You're talking about specifically Warner, right?
Bro, all of them. They were all there. Sneeko, Adam, Slim, they're all there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That group of the New York, bro, I feel like they're separate from Lantern. Like, I understand.
This guy's doing everything he can. No, not Lantern, not Lantern. He's obviously a Muslim Lantern fan.
Not Lantern.
Not Lantern. You're saying everybody, even Lantern?
Okay, fam. Why are you busy on Lantern? Go ask him. Say Warner said you were in Bosnia smashing hoes with you and Sneeko. Is it true? Warner said that him, Sneeko, and Lantern were in Bosnia getting freaky. Bro, this guy was telling me that Muslim Lantern was with them too, doing it. From what I understand, Muslim Lantern moved from England to Bosnia when he was with them on a trip, fell in love with a girl that he was doing stuff with, and literally lives in Bosnia now. That's all I know. And he tried to lure Libiano into that life too. That's why Libiano now is acting like this too. What did Libiano do? What do you mean, what did Libiano do? What did he not do? Him and Warner, bro, these two together are the biggest disappointment of 2025.
What? I've been hearing...
Not Libiano.
Not Orthodox lips.
No. Is he doing the duck lips here?
No, he's not. Because he's doing the point to Allah.
Oh,
so
he doesn't do duck lips to Allah?
No. He kissed everyone except Allah.
Oh, okay. So after he does all that stuff, he's like, what didn't Libiano do? So in other words, like what you guys heard, what did Libiano not do?
I like that he said the biggest disappointment of 2025. They know 2025 was bad.
Yeah, they know it.
This was the biggest one.
That's funny. Of all the disappointment, the year of disappointment, the year of Dawah disappointment, the most disappointing things.
Yep.
Ever. I'm gonna call it for what it is. He's sneaky. He met Warner and started tasting a bit of Hollywood life, and now he's fully Hollywood. Do you know that Leafy records phone calls of Dean and Libiano? Did you guys know that?
No, we got.
They're
Dean
supposed to be buddies, but Leafy records their phone calls. Libiano is like a criminal. He does bad things, but he doesn't want to get caught on the phone, so they have to record him. May Allah curse me if I'm lying. And by the way, if you don't think Libiano records calls too, they all do it. Central records phone calls. They all record phone calls.
You hear this, guys? We're saying that's how you protect yourself. That's how you protect yourself is you constantly store up dirt on everyone around you, so no one can ever expose you without you destroying their entire Dawah career too. And so they're all recording. You can't even call up your buddy. This is how little they trust each other. You can't even call up your friend without recording it because you're worried this guy may expose me in the future if I cross him or something like that. And therefore I need this dirt on him. These guys are nuts, man.
Hey, there's a massage table.
I saw. Trying to give me a massage, bro?
Did you see? Gotta check it out, bro.
Nah.
Not happy ending.
Warner didn't say no.
Not happy ending.
It's always a happy ending in Mecca, bro.
He said there's always a happy ending in Mecca?
Yep, that's Uthman telling Warner. That's Warner and Uthman in the hotel with Sneeko
in Mecca,
talking about giving each other massages and happy endings.
Getting a happy ending in Mecca.
Yeah. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, that's fruity. That's real fruity. that's real. He, she kind of like some weird stuff. But now I'm thinking, wait, no, this is actually like worse than that. Yeah. It's worse than that. These guys, they probably have some. Remember there was a video that Ali Dawah did where there was I think it was a boy from Thailand or something like that, and he was one of these like rich Arab dudes was trying to pick him up and was trying to like bring him back to his hotel with them.
Yeah, Ali Dawah did that.
And it was a he-she kind of situation. And so now that we know that these guys are into, and that these people are in Mecca, he-she's are in Mecca. I don't know what this massage table is for. I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
I heard from gossip from Speaker's Corner that Dawah guys go on Dawah trips abroad for gay activities, and I always thought it was a joke. But now it's kind of, I'm like thinking, oh.
Now it seems real.
Like, where did this gossip come from? Now I know.
Not surprising. Not surprising at all. Can't put anything past these guys, just like you couldn't put anything past Muhammad once you start reading about him. All right, there's a few seconds left here.
But you need that halal game. It works.
Halal game.
You need that halal. I'm
That's
just letting you know.
Halal game.
So it does work, Sneeko, in the way, because why every woman wants a man that's confident.
Making her feel comfortable for the fact that she's going to give up her body for a night.
Is that how you do it? We need to understand how the haram game works, just for
well, yeah, because
purposes.
Yeah, as a player or whatever, like they're so in their own head. They think every girl's in love with them.
What's that?
No. See that laugh that Muhammad Hijab does? That's the same laugh he did, like with Daniel about the polygamy stuff. It's like, oh, we just need to know from educational purposes. We just gave you the halal game. You give us the haram game. We just educational purposes. Then he starts laughing. That's the same laugh he did with Daniel. He said, based on my observation of the situation, and then he starts laughing. So that's like his tell. Like if you ever play poker with this guy, that's his tell.
Let's see here.
Her feel comfortable for the fact that she's going to give up her body for a night.
Is that what?
Notice he said give up her body for a night, and you want the halal game, so she thinks she's giving it up to a good guy for the night. And then Hijab wants to know, hey,
is that how you do it?
Keep in mind, according to Ali, the halal game is for getting sex with women who are attracted to an honorable guy. And you're talking about getting her to give up her body for the night. And then Hijab starts talking about the haram game. But let's see.
So it does work, Sneeko, in the way, because why every woman wants a man that's confident.
Making her feel comfortable for the fact that she's going to give up her body for a night.
Is that how you do it? We need to understand how the haram game works, just for
well, yeah, because
purposes.
Yeah, as a player or whatever, like they're so in their own head. They think every girl's in love with them. These guys never got girls. They think because they got a couple followers and they got these niqabis rocking with them now that they have women. They can't talk to a single one. So where did they come? Oh, Malik, show us how it's done. Malik, you start the convo, we'll finish it. All of them.
So that was Malik saying that they still need his help and stuff, and because he was a rapper and he's been to all the clubs and he knows all the spots, that they have to hey, you come with us and stuff. You get things started, and then we'll work our way into the conversation, and then we'll be smashing the hose back at the hotel, and then we'll get high, and then we'll wake up the next day and go hand out Qurans at the park. And make a bunch of videos of us handing out Qurans at the park. So Muslims around the world go, oh, well, they're heroes. They're heroes. They're our heroes.
Yeah, so people thought, like, oh, the Warner's, like, he's being like a big bro to Sneeko, helping him out with the Islam stuff. But really, they're just trading tips with each other. Sneeko is just saying, hey, this is how you really do it. If you want to get this, like basically what they do with Malik, like, yo, start the conversation and let us go back with the girl, or you can watch if you want, or I'll watch, or whatever that he says when we get him to do it. And then Sneeko, same thing. Oh, we'll tell you how to do it the halal way. We'll tell you how to get their pictures. We'll tell you how to meet their dads. We'll tell you how to get this, whatever. And so they can say, yes, you tell us the haram way for educational purposes. So it's like, it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. Mm-hmm. So of course it's no wonder why Sneeko is like, yeah, this is like the perfect religion for me. I don't get to change a thing in my life. I can keep getting high. I can keep getting drunk. I can keep sleeping around with any woman I want to, and I have all the Dawah guys supporting me. This is great. I never had such a big defense like of people who were defending me all the time.
And then you got Osman saying, hey, he's a new convert. It's Sneeko's a new convert. Don't come hard at him for sins. Take it easy, bro. That means take it easy with the sins. Yeah. Wean yourself off slowly, which we don't know for how long. Now it's been years.
Well, and think about it. I mean, these guys have no problem with anything Sneeko wants to do. The real message is Sneeko doesn't know how to cover it up yet. So yes, guys, don't go too hard on Sneeko. He hasn't learned how to pretend that he's not doing this stuff and to just do it behind the scenes. You know, he's been a vlogger and making videos all these years. So he's been putting his entire life out there for so long. He doesn't know how to cover all this stuff up like we do, but don't worry. After he hangs out with us for a while, you'll see is a devout Dawah Sneeko, and you'll only hear about the real Sneeko, you know, if someone like Malik, someone calls Malik a Jew or something like that. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Well, we got one more thing I want to do, ladies and gentlemen, and that's to introduce Malik to the concept of consequences for threatening Christians about using this stuff.
Oh wait, what wasn't Muhammad Hijab in? He was in Bosnia too, with.
Oh yeah, I have a clip of that. It was like obvious that Hijab was stoned out of his mind. This is from back in the day when we watched this. But check this out. So he's talking about Alex Jones and Hijab. The clip is longer, but he just keeps acting like he's obviously stoned out of his mind. And Sneeko tries to make an excuse. Guys, he hasn't had any sleep, and that's why he's acting like this. But we can watch a little clip here.
Listen, Alex, you're nothing. You're nothing. Look at my face. Look at me. This is the face of a man who you could wish to be, who you could dream to be, who you can pray to whoever the hell you pray to or whatever the hell do you do to be. Okay? Look at me now. Take a look at me and just take a look at this.
Look at his face.
Tell me, what can you do to me? What can you do? Shout at me with your stupid voice? You know, this and that? Talk about Islam? What have you done? What have you done in your life? What are your achievements? Does your wife love you? Does your mum love you?
He's an unqualified.
Does your mum love you, boy? Does your Alex Jones, does your mum love you? This is my question. If I was there, I'd hate you. I'd spit on you if I was there. She's nothing. She's nothing and you're nothing. Sorry to say.
Oh, no.
What did his mum do, man?
I'm sorry, your mum is nothing, actually. What? Alex Jones, your mum is nothing and you're nothing. Sorry to say, it's done.
His mum might be a very nice person.
I don't care. She's nothing.
I bet she's a nice lady. All right.
She's nothing and he's nothing. Come on, Alex. Come and get me now. You heard me right. I said your mother's nothing. Come and get me now.
He hasn't slept. He's sleep deprived.
He's sleeping.
We're waiting for Fajr prayer.
It's 3:28 a.m.
It's 3:28.
He's just tired, guys.
Your mother.
Oh my God.
Come on, Alex.
Man.
Come and get me now.
Oh my God.
Now they're saying takbir in the chat. Okay.
His mother is nothing, and he is nothing. His father is nothing. His whole family is nothing. You nothing. What have you achieved? Tell me what the Jones have achieved. I want to know what the Jones family has achieved in Oklahoma, you hillbilly, you redneck. What have you achieved, you hillbilly, you redneck? What have you achieved? You know what you should have done when you went? What have you achieved, yo, Billy? What have you achieved, redneck? What have you achieved?
It's funny because you can hear other people in the background of the room giggling themselves.
Probably Muslim Lantern.
Yeah, probably Muslim Lantern.
What has the Jones family achieved? What has the Jones family achieved? Tell me one accolade that your dad done. Tell me one thing that your dad done. What did
I think his dad's a doctor, by the way.
Huh?
His dad's a doctor. I think his dad's a doctor, by the way.
Alex Jones' dad is a doctor, and Hijab saying, "What has your dad done?" Wasn't his dad a professional scam artist?
A fake Cambridge College professor and quote unquote doctor that we can't find the qualification anywhere.
He lost his professorhood and became a doctor, and no one can trace him to anything.
Yeah, guys. So Muhammad Hijab's talking about Alex Jones' dad, and Hijab's dad is literally a grifter and a scam artist who started this Cambridge Education Center because then they would give you a fake degree that you'd buy, and it would say Cambridge on it, and stupid people would be, "Oh, Cambridge! You went to Cambridge?"
It's a fake college, and his dad's LinkedIn disappeared after Jai and I exposed it. Cambridge Training College, London. Even though Cambridge is a different city. and they take your money, send you a fake degree that isn't even worth the paper that it's printed on.
We made fun of the fact that one of the degrees was called petroleum, and then they changed the website. You can get a degree in petroleum,
And
they changed it to
petroleum technician.
Technician, yeah.
You can get a degree for the guy that pumps the gas, at the station.
Or maybe given the connection to the Dawah scene, maybe they really mean baby oil.
Oh yeah.
You want to be an expert like Diddy with the baby oil? Let's watch a few more seconds of this.
What did he fight in Vietnam? That hillbilly achieve? What did you achieve, boy? Huh? What did that hillbilly achieve? What did your hillbilly father achieve? Tell me what he achieved. Tell me what that redneck achieved. Huh? Talking about Islam. Get out of here, you hillbilly. You fat shit hillbilly. Get out of here,
Well,
mate.
I don't think he talked about Islam. He just said that we're disgusting for our beliefs on the age of marriage.
Huh?
I don't think he said we're disgusting. Islam is disgusting. He said we're disgusting.
Was he calling Islam a cancer? Is
said
that
what?
what he said?
He said disgusting people.
Have you got the right
Disgusting
people? Yeah, disgusting people, bruv. What have the Jones done? Tell me what the Jones has done. Tell me what Mrs. Jones has done. Tell me what Mr. Jones has done. The hillbilly Jones done.
Great weather.
He called
You
Islam
know,
cancer?
you know what you should have done? You should have gone to Bohemian Grove and bloody worship the devil with them, bro, because they would have given you some life opportunities. You should have gone with them. You got nothing.
These guys in the Illuminati.
Oh,
What's with these guys in the Illuminati?
Yeah.
Even Muhammad Hijab's like, you should have gone to the Bohemian Graves and done this and that.
Did you hear when he was laughing? He had a bit of a wheeze in his laugh. That's from smoking.
Well, yeah,
popcorn.
but also, like, if you listen to Hijab normally talk, I mean, he's clearly like slurring things a bit more and slower and just more incoherent and giggling himself silly and so on. So, yeah. So, you guys say that was from that Bosnia trip?
That's
from Bosnia.
that's in a hotel in Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Yeah. So
When, according to
Warner
Malik,
and-
these
and
guys are
Muslim
all
Lynch were
smashing
together.
hoes, and he says it's all of them and so on.
Yeah. So Muslim Linton and Warner are probably in the room or across the hall. That's in the hotel in Bosnia.
Yeah, I guess it's so. Hey, you guys, you guys do live with Sneeko while we're over here smashing, and then and then we'll trade out, and you guys go smash, and then we'll jump in the live stream anyway.
That's after Ramadan, by the way, because they just came from like Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. They spend like Ramadan in Saudi Arabia, and then they went to Bosnia to do Eid, and they do that's what they were doing. They're celebrating. They're celebrating in the hotels with hishis and all this stuff like that, and hotels and.
Does anyone want to bang my butt to join the Illuminati? Oh gosh! All right, guys. So we're gonna take these last super chats here, and then there's one more thing we want to do. We want to. We would have had zero problem with Malik if he hadn't started threatening Christians, and that's we have to introduce him to the idea of consequences here, so he didn't think that this is going to work. And if he does think it's going to work, this will be a fun week, guys. This will be fun. It'll be an extra Christmas gift for everyone. But let's check these out real quick. I want to send you my ZUTT song I made. Well, go ahead and send it to me. Tafsir from Ibn Kathir talks about Burr as the essence of obedience and piety to Allah's commands. I bring this up to Muslims and they say, well, Momo doesn't have to be obedient all the time. Of course he doesn't. He does what he's important. The real principle is if you're important enough, you can do whatever you want. That's why the Dawah guys want to be important. The Bible shaped the Western mind, discipline, and responsibility with compassion and creativity. Old Testament law and New Testament love mirror the brain logic and empathy. Training both built science. And then what built Islam? Care to explain that? This guy just a Warner like Momo in the ZUTT sense. Yes, that's true. Keep exposing them, David. I'm not exposing them. John, my wife and I.
At this point, they do it themselves.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it themselves. You're going to see way more of that. John, my wife and I love you and DOC. God bless you both, but please work on your impression. Which impression? D Wood, you're okay too. Christ is sovereign. Merry Christmas.
Okay, I'll work on my impression, and thank you for that. I don't know what impression though.
What?
You were obviously doing an impression of someone at some point, and he's saying work on your impression. I don't know who you were doing an impression of.
Oh, okay.
maybe a Dawah guy impression. I don't know. Merry Christmas. I'm an ex-Muslim, and I thank God I have found Jesus. Any tips on strengthening my faith and exposing Islam for my family and friends? Thanks for your work, Mr. Wood. God bless. Yeah, I'd say make sure you're in a good church. Make sure you're doing the basics, praying, reading the Bible as much as you can. And so if you're new, focus on those kinds of things. And then as far as exposing Islam for your family and friends, no need to rush into that. If you're a new Christian, that you should be focusing on that. But as far as exposing Islam for your family and friends, I just say watch videos, watch the live streams. Just watch God Logic. Watch God Logic as he has discussions with Muslims. They bring up the same things over and over and over again. So whatever you see God Logic answering, you're going to hear that in your discussions. Dawah guys produce their own pornography stuff, apparently. Yeah. I mean, think if they're sending pictures and stuff like that to Malik. The only other religions I know of where behavior like this is tolerated are creepy sex cults where everybody lives on a compound in the wilderness. Yeah, so we can say Islam is officially a weird sex cult. That was a super sticker. Thank you. How much Dawah bros does it take to hump the Kaaba successfully? We've seen that video. It looks like they're humping the Kaaba. If Mojab said this to an actual redneck, he'd have to ask his sheikh if knuckle sandwiches are halal. Yeah, he can say that from Bosnia, though. What did Momo achieve? Mastering the art of kissing boys. Yeah, no one can take that away from him, sucking on their tongues and so on. Merry Christmas, David. Jesus Christ is Lord. Yes, this is true. God bless you, David. Love you, brother. May God bless you and your family always. Thank you. Now, wanted to check out one last clip here, This is where it was in that live stream. And some Christians started talking about how messed up Dawah is and what does it say about Islam. And Malik decided to threaten Christians here. And then apparently I heard from Jai that he was trying to scare Christians afterwards. So let's check out this clip, and then Jai can fill us in on some details, and then we'll see what happens.
Adam was having threesomes in Chicago, and Warner was sitting there watching. He was having threesomes. In Chicago. And Uthman, is he going to stand on that? Yeah, is he going to stand on that? I don't care. I don't have to say about Uthman, to be honest. Unless something gets said about me, I ain't got nothing to say. Yeah, why are you exposing sins? Yo, guys, mute Christians in here. Yo, Christians, if you're going to sit in here and cuss my religion, bro, I'm going to piss on Paul and literally wipe my feces over him. Behave yourself, sit in here on a fake account and shut your stupid ass up before I put my feces all over Paul. Dogs. You got Christians came and behave yourself and stay quiet. This ain't your beef. Right?
Guys, did you hear that?
Yeah.
I heard.
So he said, if Christians bring it up going, hey, look how screwed up this is and blah, blah, blah. Is this what Islam produces and so on? And then his response is, hey, you guys keep talking. I'll wipe my feces all over Paul. Now, anyone have any idea how he could actually do that? The Apostle Paul is basking in the presence of the Lord Jesus Christ. There's a problem with in their mind, stuff you do here affects people's condition in like the afterlife. That's why they always say, peace be upon him, peace be upon him, peace be upon him. They think this is actually helping Muhammad somehow. And so I guess he thinks, well, I rub feces on Paul. How are you going to do that, dude? How are you going to do it? It's a weird thing, too, because if you go to the early Muslims listed Paul as a follower of Jesus who spread the gospel with the blessing of Allah. Allah helped him. They base that on the Quran. You have passages like Surah 61, verse 14, where Allah says he aided the true followers of Jesus until they became uppermost. Well, if you're early Islam and you're doing the math here, well, Allah helped the true followers of Jesus until they became uppermost. What kind of Christianity became uppermost? Well, Paul was part of that. And so they list Paul as a true follower of Jesus Christ. Now he's sitting here years later. Why? Because he doesn't learn Islam from the Quran and doesn't think through this stuff. He's heard the Dawah guy, oh, Paul bad. And he thinks he will smear his feces all over Paul. No idea how that works. because you don't have Paul around to do that. But we do have Qurans, dude. We do have Quran. This is a big old Quran. I have a bigger one than this, but this is a pretty big Quran. So this is another guy who has decided that he can threaten Christians and so on. Dude, don't come at us like that. Don't issue those kinds of threats to us. Now, I don't know who you were talking to in the chat that you would think, well, if I threaten to smear feces on Paul, then they're not going to use all this stuff that I just gave to them to expose the Dawah guys. Wrong. And you need to quit coming at Christians like that. But John,
he also yeah.
Go ahead and share anything else you want, either on that or on the aftermath. Just make a little picture here.
And okay, great. So the aftermath of us sharing the clips and reviewing them on our streams, and David, you and AP referencing them and talking about them later on in other streams. Malik seems to be a huge fan, and he seems to watch us all the time. And so, because we didn't even title our streams about that at all. It was we just happened to talk about it in the stream. Like, it wasn't indicative in the title or the description or anything like that, or the thumbnail or anything like that. But he's a fan, and he's watching this as well. And he thinks that in order to scare Christians from talking about this, what he's going to do is he's going to go after Avery and Avery's wife, Chris Kloss and his wife, and he's going to dox and give whatever information he has on them. If he knows where they live, he posts pictures. If he has their phone numbers, he calls them and he posts it in the chat and encourages his viewers to harass them as well. And that's what he thinks is going to make us stop. He thinks that he can make us submit to whatever he wants us to do by issuing these threats or going after people's families. That's what he thinks. But Malik, you're going to learn a lesson today. And yeah.
I'm confused. Wait, he didn't go after me because I was in that live stream as well.
Yeah, he mentioned like you and AP and us as well, but because he doesn't, I guess he couldn't find anything on any of us.
Couldn't find anything on me?
I guess not.
I deliberately constantly give people stuff on myself.
Yeah, I know, but he wants to have something that nobody else has. Like, if he can find
new stuff, not the same old.
Yeah, if he can find a picture of your house, or if he can find like what does your wife look like, or he can find like what any of that. He wants something unique. Like, he wants to have that unique thing, and so he went after, like I said, Avery and his wife, and then Chris and his wife, and Chris's family as well. And he's also done this to other Christians as well. And he does this to Muslims too, by the way. He actually doxed Orthodox Muslim before, the Libiano. He doxed him. He gave his full name. He said where he lives. He gave his family's his family's restaurant. All that stuff. All that information is still out there. Everything. And he did that to Muslim woman as well. He doxed Muslim woman. So he doxes everybody. Anyone that he can find information on. This is his way to try to silence people and scare them. That's why, TikTok, it's by and large, it's like, a young platform, like teenagers, young 20s and things like that. He's, I think he's like in his 30s or something. And he's found some kids that are scared of him and that they look up to him at the same time. And so these kids who look up to him, because he's like this rapper became a Muslim and all this stuff. And then he's got the other ones scared of him. If you cross him, he's going to do this to you. Doesn't care if you're a Muslim, doesn't care if you're a Christian, doesn't care anything about you. He's going to come after you, and he's going to try to find information on you and dox you. So he thinks he can scare us and scare Avery and scare Chris by doing that. And, we're here on behalf of Avery and Avery's wife and Chris and his wife, and we're going to teach, Malik a lesson for them and for all the other people that he's doxed as well. This is for you as well. So Merry Christmas.
What do you mean? You don't even know what I'm doing. You're acting like, hey, yeah, you're teaching a lesson. We're gonna get a lesson right now.
Well, I have faith in you. So, but it's true. I have no idea what David's doing right now.
I'm just drawing a picture, man, on the Quran.
Okay. So, but I'm assuming it's gonna be a lesson that Malik's gonna,
Yeah, Malik, look, he talks the talk, but he doesn't walk the walk. It's all just talk, man. Oh, he thinks that because he can say some vulgar words because I was obviously raised on the street with all the horrible words that he uses for his Muslim friends, like including the N word and the B word and the F word. He thinks he can scare us, man. He thinks he can intimidate us. Well, sticks and stones, Malik. Words don't hurt. But you know what hurts you?
Whatever David's doing.
Whatever David's doing right now.
That's going to hurt you.
That hurts your little feelings. Dude, you got your feelings hurt like a little girl from your friend who called you a Yahudi, and you just spilled the beans and everyone got yourself in trouble too with them. You're a little boy, man. You're a little boy, and you can think you can go after someone's wife.
Yeah,
I got a picture of your wife. Oh yeah, big man. So what?
Kind of makes it. I mean, if he got super offended at that little thing, kind of makes it. Methinks Malik protests too much.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he obviously took that very seriously. But anyway, Malik, I haven't been doing this in a while, Malik, but I used to be the world's most famous Quran artist. And so I used to do Quranagami. I made a pair of Quran skin shoes. Made a pair of Quran skin shoes and so on. So, yep, been doing this for a while, dude. Been doing this for a while. Anyway, this is I could work on this more, but I went ahead and just made a little picture of Muhammad on the night of ZUTT. Hey, check this out.
Wow, that's pretty good.
How'd you do that fast?
That's nice. And Muhammad looks really scared, and he's got some dark men behind him. Wow.
Yeah. So Malik, so you're sitting there saying you're going to do something to the Apostle Paul and so on. Apostle Paul's not there, but we do have your Quran. We do have your Quran here. And hey, anyone want that? Anyone want that? Anyone want to hang that on your wall? I can sign that and send it out. And Malik can help us basically decorate the entire world with Muhammad pictures and so on. But Malik, I mean, all this started way back in the day when Muhammad Hijab decided that in order to silence us, he realized that threats and things like that don't work. And so he came up with the brilliant idea of going after people's wives. And he'll just, hey, let's go after people's wives. They care about their wives. So they will stop criticizing Islam if I just go after their wives. And then we had this fun time where I took a Quran and ripped a page out and, anyway, I started eating it, right? And Muslims flipped out, right? They actually thought they were going to win that one. Because they took the little clip. They left out what led up to it, that it was reacting to Muhammad Hijab threatening people's wives. And he was threatening them with rape and torture and stuff. But they took a little clip of me eating the Quran, and they sent it around to Christians everywhere saying, will you condemn this? And a couple did, but generally when people found out this was to protect women from these guys, Christians were all for it. Because guess what? We don't care about your stupid book. We care about women. We care about protecting women and so on. So anyway, hey, Jude, if you want to escalate this way, Malik, you're not just going to be the guy. You're not just going to be the guy who exposed all the Dawah behind the scenes and aired all their dirty laundry. You're actually going to be the guy that promoted a new wave of Quran desecration and Muhammad mockery. Like, you're going to be the guy, right? And let me just give you a quick idea here, dude. Hard to talk with the Quran in my mouth, but I'll make it work. Especially when I'm quoting the Quran to you. So look. Malik, this is Surah 6, verse 108 of the Quran. I hope you're paying attention because you constantly brag about what a great Muslim you are. You're such a great Muslim. You're not like all these other guys. But you're the great Muslim. Look at what Surah 6, verse 108 says. Revile not those unto whom they pray besides Allah, lest they wrongfully revile Allah through ignorance. Thus unto every nation have we made their deeds seem fair. Then unto their Lord is their return, and he will tell them what they used to do. Let's look at that first part. Look at a couple of translations. Yusuf Ali, revile not those whom they call upon besides God, lest they out of spite revile God in their ignorance. Hillel Khan, and insult not those whom they, the disbelievers, worship besides Allah, lest they insult Allah wrongfully without knowledge. Allah's worried about people insulting Allah without knowledge. Now, you getting that? It's a principle, right? Now, you had commentators like Al-Razi who points out he didn't believe that the polytheists of Mecca would insult Allah because they believed in Allah, because he's one of their polytheistic, it's part of their polytheistic belief. So he said, Al-Razi said, this must have referred to insulting Muhammad and thus indirectly insulting Allah. Insulting Allah without realizing you're insulting Allah because you're insulting his prophet. Anyway, the point here is, it became kind of a general principle that if you're insulting someone's beliefs or something like that, and it's going to lead to people insulting your God and your prophet and your religion and so on, if it's not something you have to do, then stop it. Just stop it, right? So in other words, if someone's attacking you because you pretend to fast during Ramadan, even though you guys are gorging yourselves left and right, then you don't stop that. That's something you have to do in Islam. You have to pretend like you're fasting. But if you're just insulting someone, which you don't have to do that. If you're insulting, going after someone's wife and something like that, that's not something you have to do. And so, if insulting them is going to lead to insults coming back at you, or it's going to harden people's hearts or make them more hostile towards your religion, you stop that crap. Don't do it. Right when you see how it's being used, that it's turning people against you, making them insult your God and your prophet and your religion more, stop doing it. But you can't, can you? You can't. And here you already had a Muhammad cartoon talking about the night of ZUTT on the Quran. I just did a quick one. I can do nicer stuff, man. And then literally chewing up the Quran in front of you. Do you really want to go this route, dude? Do you really want to go this route? So, well, you've got a way to avoid this, and that's to apologize to the Christians you threatened and to anyone you're going after, and I'm going to expose them and so on. You can apologize. Guess what? This was your decision to air this information. You don't get to tell us that we can't share the information that you shared with us. You don't get to tell us that. So in your mind, well, I'll threaten them and harass them and intimidate them into doing what I want. Okay, I'm here to let you know there is a 0% chance of that working. So if you think that it's going to work, you're welcome to try. You're welcome to try. But the idea that you're going to out-escalate me, hats off to you, buddy. Hats off to you. But if you back down from the Dawah guys like a little coward after they came to you, I don't anticipate this going well for you with me here. So anyway, that's just a friendly little warning there. That was just a quick shot across the bow. This is old stuff. We've been drawing cartoons for a while and doing stuff to the Quran for a while and so on. So this is up to you. Just letting you know that you have a decision. You have a choice in how to proceed. If you choose to threaten and expose and dig up stuff and dox Christians who are using the information that you put out on the internet, better go hard, man. Apologize or be ready for war, buddy. Be ready for war. All right. We got a couple last super chats here. Let's see. Not sure where I ended here, but we saw that. Okay, saw that. God bless you, David Wood. Love you, brother. May God bless you and your family always. I heard that Mike Winger was with them in Bosnia. No, guys, don't spread rumors. We know Mike Winger is pure evil, but
he's not. He would never do that.
No, he'd be like Mike Winger's the type to like use donations to go to a Star Trek convention or something like that. Now, if you said there was a Star Trek convention out there, then that would be believable. If a Star Trek convention was in Bosnia. Merry Christmas, Dr. Lecter, and to everyone else. Thanks. My wife said I was not being unambiguous. I meant Dawah guy impression. May the Lord continue to bless and protect you all. Stay frosty. So saying you
Oh
guys
yeah,
have
I
to
do
work
need
on
to
your
work on my
Dawah guy
Dawah
impression.
I
Yeah.
do need to work on my Dawah.
Don't
guy
worry.
impression.
Don't worry. I'll give you guys a good tutorial. One Way Apologetic said, I would like a copy. Lol, I love this live stream. You mean a copy of my picture? Hey, Chris, I'll give you the picture, man. I'll give you the picture. Tell me where to send it. I'll send it to you. You can have it. You can have it hanging. You can have it hanging in the background. I need I need a sign. Now we have I need a signed copy of Quran art. Now I'll also give it. All right, Chris. Apostate of Allah trumps you because she's an ex-Muslim. So I'm going to give it to her, but I'll make you another one. That's the similar idea. So I'll send those to both of you guys. Every time these guys open their mouths, their book pays the price. When will they learn? That's the problem. They're very incapable of learning. Malik, whose prophet's rear was sprung a leak for. Yep, Malik. D-Wood eating a Quran page with a Santa hat is what I asked for Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah for everybody. That's what everyone wanted for Christmas. And thanks to Malik, everyone got the present you wanted, thanks to the Dawah guys. What about take a bit of bacon and eat that with a Quran page together? That's another troll level. Well, one of the things I did years ago, I made an origami pig, a Quranigami pig. Someone sent me $1,000 for it. They wanted it. They sent me $1,000 for my Quranigami pig. So I signed it, but they've actually got that. They've got that collector's item. It was in a video. Used it in a video. So they have a actual screen used Quranigami pig from years ago. David, you should make a Quranigami instruction book, then follow up with a Quran cookbook. Great gift ideas for Christmas 2026. Merry Christmas. Thank you. And do I need to have a paper eating skill if I want to apply to work with you? I'm already brown, but not from Turkey, so I already have that. Lol. Well, yeah, it does help. It does help. Anyway, guys, so you've got a bunch of new information about Dawah. Definitely want to take this, clip it, and share this information to let people know, because guys, as we've seen, there are Muslims who are bothered by this. They're the Dawah fans who don't care what you do, and so you're not trying to reach them. You would just kind of make fun of like their beliefs. It's like, if this is acceptable in your religion, do not tell us about your religion. But there are Muslims out there who are bothered by this, and it's good to inform them so that they don't follow it, because you can see these guys have the minds of like groomers and predators. How can we dupe people into going along with this? And so you don't want them taking advantage of people. So be sure to expose this, and also let Malik know. Let Malik know that however far he's willing to go, I'm willing to go farther. So Malik, do your worst, buddy, and see how that works out for you. Again, happy to start posting pictures and videos of various things that people are doing to the Quran while they go to the bathroom. But that's up to you, man. It's your call. Many thanks on behalf of the entire Kafir community for giving Islam the treatment it deserves. You may not even know how much you have contributed so far. Yeah, these are good times. These are good times, guys. Any final thoughts, Giant DSC, before we close out?
This has been one of the best Christmases I've ever had. Thank you so much, Malik and the Dawah guys, for exposing yourselves so easily. We don't even have to go dig. You just put it out there. I kind of want him to carry on. I want him to keep going. I don't want him to back down, because I know how it's going to end, and it's going to be really bad.
Yes. Shout out to all the clippers and chippers like Sandra and Under the Feet of Jesus and all those channels who are on TikTok. And you know, you go to if you want to see, if you guys have TikTok, and well, you probably know who those people are, but those are the ones who really popularize this stuff on TikTok. They basically, what we're doing on X and YouTube, these guys are doing on TikTok. So I'm sure they're gonna make clips out of this stream. And yeah, shout out to those people, and God bless them for their work. And yeah, this has been a very exciting Christmas, no doubt. Very happy, and I mean, Malik, you know, he wanted to celebrate it with us, apparently, and thank you.
Yeah, on goal.
Oh yeah. So guys, this is it. This is Islam. These are the heroes of Islam. These are the Dawah Gandists of the world, and that's what Islam's okay with. All you gotta do is go to the black stone, like Malik said, and just smoosh that black stone, and then keep doing it the next year or the next week or the next month. Whereas the Lord Jesus calls you to holiness. He calls you to live a holy life and to deny yourself. But Islam, you can apparently do anything you want to.
And also, you'll never find Christians, if they find stuff like that out, making excuses for that person.
Yeah,
Just
you
saying.
want to expose that stuff and you want to bring it to the light. Call the people to repentance. Muslims though,
They always find excuses, or they think it's not that bad.
or they don't
And-
tell on each other. They don't hold each other accountable either because
And even-
they're all doing it. They all have dirt on each other. So yeah.
And even Malik, who it was everyone else in the Dawah community was bad, but he was the one good one, and now even he's back to trying to cover it up for the Dawah guys. Well, not going to let you, Malik. It's too late. Cat's out of the bag. So everyone, yeah, let's make sure that this doesn't get swept under the rug. And want to thank Malik for sharing all this information. Yeah, Malik, I'm kind of with DOC on this, that there's a part of me that hopes you'll keep going, because if you don't know how this, if you don't understand how this works, if it was just a random Christian and saw me eating a Quran, they'd have a problem with it. If they find out that you're like targeting people's wives and doing this and that, they don't have a problem with it. So you actually give us the opportunity to make this normal for critics of Islam. And that's, by the way, that's what happened. When I first ate that page, there was this big uproar and they were flipping out and they're sending messages to every Christian apologist. Do you condemn this? Do you condemn this? Now what's going to happen after this? Now what's going to happen after this? No one's going to care. You know why? Because I said if they didn't stop, I would normalize this. I warned them. I said I will spend years normalizing this until it's completely normal and acceptable. And how do you guys think that you take Islam seriously when you know what the Quran says? It tells you not to do this. It tells you not to do this if it's going to lead to insulting your religion. You're commanded by Allah not to do it, and you do it anyway. You do it anyway. And I tell you exactly what's going to happen, and then you do it anyway, and then it happens, and then you're all sad. Well, get used to being sad, buddy. So anyway, Malik, balls in your court, not in the ZUTT sense, but balls in your court. Totally up to you how far we go. I would suggest you apologize, but when you don't, just note that it was your decision. It was 100% your decision. However this moves forward, every step was your decision. Your decision to share all this stuff, your decision to threaten Christians, your decision to go after people's wives and so on, all your decision. So if you decide to keep going with this, you are the one who has to stand before Allah in your mind and explain why you refuse to obey him and why you deliberately provoked people who you know will destroy the Quran and convince other people to do it and to mock your prophet and draw pictures of them. All up to you, dude. All up to you. All right. Catch y'all next time. And Merry Christmas to everyone, but especially you Dawah guys.